Unbelievable. Hello, everyone. Hope we're going well. Because I've got very, what do we say? A lot of rage built up at the moment. Fantasy's at least keeping me level-headed. My team's actually going okay for once, but I tell you what, I could absolutely let loose and have this stream taken down in the space of 2-3 minutes from how angry I am with the Crows result this afternoon. Well, I'll chat about it throughout the game. I'm not going to start now. We'll let it simmer for a bit first, and then we'll get into it. But yeah, let's just say that today was absolutely shambolic from those umpires, or so-called umpires. And if anyone defends the umpires, I'll tell you what, I'm always going to ban you if you bloody defend the umpires, seriously. Angus, hey Buzz. G'day Angus, hope you're going well, mate. What are the chances Track gets forward status to Steve-O? They're looking pretty good at the moment, I think, actually. He's gotten a lot of forward time. I think he played like 60-odd% last night. So, yeah, I think that there's a good chance he does. Jason Whiteley, RIP to people who captained Zorko. Yeah, so what did he end up with, Zorko? 79. I did say this on Friday. That's the reason that I wasn't as keen to jump on, because you just don't know what's going to happen. He was priced at 116. I thought he was too expensive, but it does suck. He was my number one captain option for the week, so my captains this week not too great, but especially for number one. Actually, the rest of them have done okay. Actually, like Dunkley was good, Gawn was okay, but then Dawson Smith were good to finish off. So. 77 Bales, hope you're keeping well, mate. I'm going okay. Obviously, we're still pretty angry with the Crows and what happened there, but yeah, obviously going okay. Could be a lot worse. Ian G. Dawson had a bad first half start, kind of feel the second half was a get out of jail effort, had him as captain. Dawson's a gun. Like, it sometimes does, people sort of just gloss over it and say, Dawson's a good player. Now, Dawson's a genuine gun. Like, his second half, he had a 40-point third quarter and he had a 44-point last quarter. Did everything possible to try and get the Crows over the line, and really should have got them over the line. But yeah, Dawson was great, right? I was worried about him at halftime, 34, but it was a low-scoring game in fantasy game in the first half. It was quite a high-scoring fantasy game in the second half, so no surprise that a few players did go quite well in the second half. Joel, breathe, Bales, breathe. Oh, mate, I've had to do that all afternoon. Angus Easy, decent week for me so far. Rankin, the only failure. Yeah, so I think for me at the moment, Rankin's about my only failure as well, actually. So far, I don't really know exactly what I'm on, right? So, Short 97, Stewart 108. I've taken the 74 from Trainer on the bench and bench Sam Taylor. 118 from Dawson. Oliver 104. Ashcroft 82. Lawler 95. DeConing 82. Rankin 69 and Baz 127 as captain. So really, Trainer and Rankin are the only two players below 80 so far, and my bottom four scorers at the moment is Trainer, Rankin, DeConing, and Ashcroft. Hang on, yeah, the Trainer, Rankin, DeConing, Ashcroft. Yeah, so my lowest scoring player at the moment is Lawler's 95. So I'm pretty happy with the start. Obviously, we've got another 4 games of footy, so it can all change from here, but we'll see. Rob Bale, sorry, mate, says trampled under foot 80. Yes, mate, we were. And okay, so the one point I'll make with this is that anyone that says Gold Coast were the better team, I agree with you. I'm not arguing with you with that. But I don't care about that argument about Gold Coast were better. And I know none of you guys have said that or whatever, but some people have on the Twitter post. I don't really care, right? It's people comment, they could do what they want. But my argument back to that is there are plenty of teams or people that win in any sport around the world that probably aren't the best player on the day, but somehow get the job done. And I feel like the Crows should have had the opportunity to get the job done, even though they weren't the better team on the day. And we see plenty of teams win when they're not the best team. That's what I'll say about it. But yeah, it's just an absolute joke. Shannon Page from Report Fan, Crows were robbed. Thank you, Shannon. Yep, right in front of me. Right in front of me. Yep, exactly. But no, Shannon, I agree with you. I think they were robbed. And plenty of... They're being Port fans. As your Port fan, you've said it. There are plenty of people that said the Crows were robbed. And at the end of the day, Rankin would have had the shot. Oh, you might have missed it. But it would have been a draw. Would have something else would have happened. It's not the point about whether the Crows would have won or not. It's the fact that they got robbed of the opportunity to try and win the game. Karen Shannon, how are you coping, Bales? I didn't see the game but 1 point. Oh, yeah, Karen, not well as a Crows fan. As a fantasy coach, it's going okay. That's keeping me going at the moment, but as a Crows fan, definitely not happy. Definitely not. Steve, I got offered Petrarca for Taranto. Taranto scored a ton. I'd be keeping Taranto. As long as Carnage doesn't hit in these last 4 games, Taranto's in for me next week. Wicks to Taranto is probably what I'll be able to do. As long as Bice doesn't go like 120 and Sam Tay doesn't go like 10, I should be able to do it, make it happen next week. I think my tentative trades at the moment would be something along the lines of Taylor to Bice and then use the cash on top of a Wicks. Bench Davidson for 1 week until he gets mid status and Lawler gets forward status. Play Lawler next week and then go Wicks up to Taranto. That's my early trades, but obviously we don't know what's going to happen. 4 games to go. There could be injuries. If Pitney comes in after trade, TDK maybe instead. So there's plenty of water going under the bridge, but they'd be my tentative trades at this early stage. Sean Wennell, I feel a little bit bad for those who jumped on Zorko for some reason. Yeah, I do as well, but also the unfortunate thing is when you pay for someone at 116, there is a chance that they're going to go have a poor game and they're going to get a lot cheaper for everyone. That's just the thing that sucks, unfortunately. Jack, Zorko traded in captain just so I could enjoy watching games. How do I enjoy this game, Bales? Mate, I don't know. I'm glad I can actually half enjoy a fantasy weekend for once. But I haven't had a week yet where I've been able to enjoy fantasy and the Crows. It's been one or the other. Like Crows, good for the first 2 weeks. Fantasy shit for the first 3 weeks. Fantasy shit for the first 3 weeks. And then all of a sudden, fantasy's going well. Crows get robbed. Footy Frenzy, have Briggs, TDK and Cherry in draft and 2 rucks on field. Should I loop Cherry and Briggs and bring in a red dot if Cherry does well, or stick with Cherry and forget about the easy matchup? So have Briggs, TDK and Cherry in draft with 2 rucks on field. Should I loop Cherry and Briggs and bring in a red dot if Cherry does well, or just stick Cherry and forget about the easy matchup? So it's obviously in draft. You could do that, Footy Frenzy, just to be safe. I'd probably look at doing it if you're happy to drop. If there's someone that you're happy to drop, and you're not really concerned about dropping them, I'd drop them and just have a look. You get a free look. Why not? Hum 77 lowest so far is SDK and Levi's 82. Mr. Crows versus Suns game. What happened? Looks very close. Oh, Matt, we'll get it. We'll chat about it throughout the watch on. So if you stick around, I'll go through some of the stuff that happened. I got offered Butters for Green. Who's a better player, Bales? I've got Butters. Tom Green? I'll take Tom Green. Tom Green it looks like Callahan might be getting tagged, whereas Butters will get tagged a lot. So if that's Tom Green and they're offering you Tom Green for Butters, I'll do it, Steve-O. Andrew, I'll trade in Zorko. I'm happy now. No one will get him. Matt Brown, I've got Trainer as my defender emergency. Do I swap out Fraser or Taylor or neither? I've put Taylor on the bench at the moment. So I've taken it. I've got a few tonight. So if all of those guys all went really well and all of a sudden Trainer's like my lowest score, I might take it on to get a ceiling score. But at the moment, I'm locking it in. So I'd probably say, bench Taylor. See how tonight goes. If you're looking like, if Trainer's like your third lowest score, for example, then maybe you take it on. Maybe you just try and see if you can gain some points. But at the moment, I'm benching Taylor. Andrew Gurris, umpires hated Rankin whole game. Oh, mate, another one. Umpires hated Rankin. They love Jed Walter. Jed Walter went over like a sack of potatoes a number of times and got a free kick. There was a high tackle apparently against Saligo that got paid to Jed Walter that was just crap. Jed Walter's in that protected species areas now. So, Tony Ford, what are your trades? Went Sanders down to Marek and went Campo to Marais. RBL Mowbro, I'm doing an aggressive X to Marshall trade. Yeah, it's risky, but it might pay off. You never know. They're both going to be good players. I'd still probably prefer to do something else, but if you want to do it, then by all means, go for it. Hopefully Marshall goes well for you. Davery Jones, it wasn't just the final minute. The amount of holding the balls and high contacts that we didn't get was disgraceful. Agreed, mate. The umpiring was shit the whole day. It's not. People are going to focus on the Rankin and people aren't talking enough about the Thilthorpe. He got kneed in the side of the head going down to get the ball, and that wasn't paid high. People are going to talk about those two, but there were a lot of shocking calls throughout the game. The Jed Walter again as well played on the goal square, wasn't called play on, and we kicked a goal. Would have got caught holding the ball. That would have been a goal that wasn't kicked. So, Conor O'Sullivan almost scored a ton assist there. Oh, mate, Conor O'Sullivan was great last night. Very, very good. John got another good one. They just find these players. Andrew Griffiths, Zorko, he only going to be 80k cheaper. It goes 150 on dogs. Yeah, it's a good point, Andrew. I don't think Zorko's going to go down crazy amounts, right? So, did you get a driving instructor to teach you, says Tim. Don't know what you're talking about, Tim. I had a driving instructor teach me to get my L's and stuff, but there you go. Steve Oak, Green is handball habit, which pisses me off. Yeah, but he'll get better. I think I'd make the trade, to be honest. Andrew Griffiths, Tigers aren't easy matchup people make out. Well, everyone else went well, unfortunately. Like McCluggage, Neil, Dunkley, Will Ashcroft, all of them went pretty big. So, unfortunately, Zorko just didn't get in on the action. Steve, I brought in Harvey Langford this week and it didn't end well. Yeah, he was a bit quiet, unfortunately, last night. I think he had like a 5-point second half or something, which was crazy, or like 4-point second half. So, didn't get amongst it at all. Ben, thoughts on training Rosie considering his price and Butters is back now? No, you got to hold Rosie, Ben. Got to hold Rosie. We got to be making these upgrades and trading out these players that we don't want. Rosie, we want to keep. So unless there's an injury or something that happens at some point, you're keeping Rosie. Tony Ford, hold SDK, just take the cash and run. If SDK is your biggest issue, I'd be happy to trade still. If Stanley's still back, but if Stanley gets dropped, you could always hold. Flaghawk can't loop Layla on. Yeah, that's unfortunate. They're Flaghawk. No, I didn't see the 95 coming as well. I didn't see it coming. He was really good, though. Really, really good. So, good for cash gen. But, yeah. Jack, worst one was the hold against Stilthorpe for being too strong at the end. Then they let the Rankin one go. Either pay every free or put the whistle away. Agreed, Jack. Agreed. And I know the one you're talking about as well. It was just strength. Like, Sam Darcy gets all the chat because he's in a big Melbourne team that obviously is going to get the chat, but Roddy Stilthorpe's up there with him. Like, they're the number 1 and 2 players in terms of Champion Data's ranking system over the past 11 games or whatever, and I think they're 1A, 1B. I think they're both amazing players, but I don't think Stilthorpe gets as much chatter as what he should. And if Sam Darcy's the Wayne Carey for the Bulldogs, then I think you can say that Stilthorpe is the equivalent of that. So he's just a great player, and I'm glad that the Bulldogs bid on Jamara for when we got drafted. So because then we got Stilthorpe, which I'm glad. So he's just a great, very, very good player, and I'm glad that he's a Crow. And Vice, Tim, I'm not sure what you're asking there. Vince Cubes, do we move Chera to Hugh McCluggage? No. Chera, I wouldn't mind bringing Chera in if I can't get Taranto. Like, Chera's a guy I'm actually considering bringing in. Like, he's priced at, he's going to be like 830, 840. He's not a bad option. I wouldn't be trading Chera at all. I'd be holding him. He got a 105. Like, he only had the one score under 90 so far this year. He's been consistent. He's been good. I'm just making sure my team's set for tonight. So I've got Caleb Daniel in the forward line, Tristan Cherry in the ruck, Finn O'Sullivan captain, obviously, to get the score. Then Matt Roberts in defence. So I'm looking forward to getting the 95 from Lawler on the bench, and then Finn O'Sullivan, the captain, and then getting Baz's 127. I'm currently ranked just inside 29k. I'll rise because of that, and it'll be interesting to see where I end up in the round. Always low time on ground as well for Langford to Steve. Yeah, it's unfortunate. He's always in the 60%. Just if he's playing midfield, he's normally the one that comes off a lot. Matt Young took the risk and put the C on Bailey Smith. Congrats, Matt. Yep, very good score from Baz last night. Very enjoyable to watch that at the District at the Adelaide Casino last night. Very, very impressed. Boss, what do you think he scores, says Tim? Anywhere from 55 to 85, I reckon. I reckon that's probably where I'll put him tonight. I hope he doesn't go 100. I wanted to go like solid enough, like a 60 or a 70, just to go, okay, I'm happy to bring you in. I don't want it being anything more, just so I can make sure I can afford my trades, but I guess we'll see what happens. Hexon, has there been any further updates on whether Rankin's calf's an issue? Nah, Hexon. He's fine. There's Parker against the old side. About to get underway for the footy tonight, so hopefully some good scores. Hopefully Big X is all good and puts up a good score. I think if he's fine, I think he can go well tonight. So looks like Jordan's gone to LDU. So that looks like that's the move that's been made. So I thought maybe Sheasel could have got the Jordan tag, but looks like they've opted for LDU, which is no surprise, right? LDU is a great player. And Actually, I probably should have. What I probably should have done is I probably should have put the Eon Wicks, which I didn't think I did. I think I did Connor Stone, but there's no way for me to get him on anyway. Did I put the Eon Wicks? No, I didn't. I put the Eon Connor Stone. Oh, well. It's a shame, but I probably should have, but that's okay. Connor Stone's there anyway. But yeah, excellent. Yeah, Rankin was moving around fine. Oh, that is a bullshit free against Cherry. Just throw the ball up, you stupid fucking umpire. Ruining the game no matter what game they umpire. Who gives a shit if they're standing too close to each other? Just ball it up. Stupid pricks. God, they've ruined today and they're going to ruin this game what's the bet as well. So, they are just shit. Don't care what anyone says, they're shit. Steve O'Chera's got West Coast, North, Cats, Crows and Saints. Good matchups. Yeah, agreed, Steve O. Yep, exactly right. That is just that is such a bullshit free kick against Cherry. Like, what on earth are we paying free kicks for where we're going to pay it against a guy that's standing too close, apparently? Tristan Daddy, bingo. Bingo what you just put in there. I won't repeat it, but... actually, no, he'd get yellow maggots. Exactly right. Yep. Who goes first? Gorn, Sanders, Hornbag, or SDK? And what rule should I get next week because my cash in isn't the best? Sanders probably would go. Gorn can probably go down to a Briggs. That probably gets you some good cash. I'd keep Horn Francis. An SDK you could also trade as well, but he's a guy that, yeah, you can probably depends what you want to do with him. Anthony Beresford went Petrarca instead of Oliver originally as had the cash. Do I move Petrarca and is it to Oliver? Kind of hurts doing it now. Yeah, it's a good point. If you do it now, you're losing. But I think Oliver's still going to be good though. I'd hold Petrarca though because it looks like he'd probably get forward status. So I would keep him just in the hopes that he gets forward status and you can chuck him in the forward line. That's what I would do. So here we go. Intercept by McCart. So McCart looks like he's gone back to start the game. There's Isaac Heaney. Caden Cleary, someone I'm keeping an eye on tonight, seeing how he goes. Have won the casino last night, says Arham 77. Nah, he played $20 last night. It wasn't a big night on the casino last night. I might do that next week, gather round or something. I did like that. I think as I'm a Sky Sea Rewards thing, I got like a $10 even bet, put it on red on roulette, got the $10, had a $20 note in my wallet. So I thought, okay, let's go to the blackjack table, put $30 down and see if we can win. And lost, so that's fine. Lost $20, all good. Angus Easy was considering going Lawler to Doherty next week, but considering he scored 95 this week, should I hold instead? Angus, yeah, you hold now. You hold. So, you hold him now because he's going to make good cash now. And you trade someone else. Maybe if Sullivan goes instead. Because Lawler's going to make some good cash over the next probably 2-3 weeks now with that. There's Corey Warner. And Corey Warner first goal of the game. No, he missed it. I thought he kicked it. Oh, hopefully Caleb Daniels got the kick in. She's up to 10 points already. Oh, that's why. Because he got the... This is a bit of an interesting watch. Is She's going to play in defence. So he's playing the +6 here. I wonder if he's moved back into defence. That would be an interesting thing to watch. Because that means that Sheasel could go massive from here and could be a good target all of a sudden. That's something I'll be watching tonight. Doc, Chera, Taranto, my trade targets for next week, says Steve-O. Yeah, I don't mind all of them. Apparently a few people aren't happy with Doc, Carlton fans, so I'm not sure. Here's bloody Sheasel again. So they may have made that switch at the moment from what it looks like. Looks like Harry Sheasel could be playing in defence, which would be something to watch because if that's the case, we know Sheasel's a 115, 120 guy. Jack Sheasel may be back with Foss out. That's a good point, but if Sheasel's playing back and he plays well, then I think it could stay. Matt saying Lawler's 95 stuck on the bench as well. Sorry, Matt, unfortunate there. Well, at least you get cash gen, I guess, if you're going to look at it one way. That's a free kick for Tristan Cherry, surely. No, apparently not. There's Sheasel, got a handball. He's just so hungry for the ball. This is going to be a hard watch not owning Sheasel. To be fair, if he actually gets off the chain, I'd imagine that they maybe make a switch and they tag him. How is that not 15? Another shit call by the umpire. 4 umpire system means lesser quality umpires are in the squad and you get these performances. 2 umpires are plenty. NRL has 1. Yeah, Jack, you make a very good point. NRL's got 1. Yep. Since they've gone to the 4 umpires, I feel like the umpiring has gotten a lot worse. It's gotten even worse, which you think it'd be a lot easier with 4, but no, it's gotten worse. That Rankin mark not counting was bullshit, says Henry. He should have had 80 this tonight. He should have had that. I'm pretty confident. Obviously, can't say with certainty, but I'm pretty confident that as Hayward kicks the first goal of the game, pretty confident that Rankin would have kicked that goal. He normally slots those, and that means he would have scored exactly an 80. So, could go TDK to Briggs soon, says Matt. Yes, yep. If Pitney comes back in next week, you could definitely make that move. That would be something I'd be looking at doing to get some cash. All fixed games, so Gold Coast win. Agreed, Henry. Yep. Tony Train 74 over Bice in this game, says Shannon Barron. Yep, I would take the 74. Yeah, you bank the points. Hex and Bells, do you think Petrarca's a hold for DUP or D's that bad just moving to dunks? I'd keep Petrarca in the hopes he gets forward status. I think he could. And they've got a decent run still coming up. So, yeah, you hold him, hope he gets forward status. And if not, in round 7, 8, 9, maybe you can look at maybe moving him on. But for now, I'd be holding. Joel, the not 15-metre rule is so crazy this year. They love to call it, but so inconsistent. Agreed, mate. They're just not. Looks like Sheasel's been midfield a bit there as well. So, there's Jake Lloyd. There's Bice there. Not going to him, but he was there. Just even watching this game, like the way that there's Tom Power. Tom Power could put up a good score tonight. He's someone else I'm keeping an eye on to see how he goes. Could bring him in if he puts up a big score tonight. Oh, geez, that's a bit dangerous. That's a free kick against North, surely. Free kick to Blakey, got to be. Oh, here we go. Constanti and Blakey, former teammates, getting into it. I don't really think Blakey should be the sort of guy taking anyone on because I don't think he would be able to beat many people in a tussle. Here's Riley Bice with a kick. Not a great kick. Turns it over to Tucker. No, LDU, sorry, not Tucker. I just saw the green boots. McKercher. No, couldn't take the mark. There's Caden Cleary, handball. Chad Warner, handball. Corey Warner, handball. So the brothers linking up there. That's an awful kick. Brandon Campbell then. Free kick surely for Sydney. How? How is that not a free kick? Oh, my God. Yeah, Joel, it's very inconsistent. I don't know why they're so hot cracking down on it this year. There's Bice with a +6. Switch it to Lloyd. So Bice, couple of early touches is good. Dawson's 118 seems too low. Would you see Captain Rosie or Finn Callan? Oh, no. Shannon Page. You lock 118 in. Okay, it's not as big as Baz, but you lose 9 points. 118's a good score. I'm always over 115, but 118's pretty hard to pass up, so I'd be definitely taking it. Because the thing is, if your captain scored 118, how would you feel? I'd feel pretty happy. Trade plans would be Sanders to Rankin and SDK to Tom Stewart, says Aham 77. Yep, I like them. Tick for me. Obviously, Tom Stewart was good. I was pretty happy getting a 108 from someone I got a 9 from a couple of weeks ago, and he only missed the 1 week. He still looked a bit proppy. Like, you could tell that the knee was bothering him, but it seems to be a pain thing. It doesn't seem to be like he wouldn't be playing if it would do more damage to his knee, right? So it seems to be a pain tolerance thing. He might have a few tablets for a game, maybe a jab, and he'll be fine. I think he'll be fine from here, and he's a target for some people as well. Obviously didn't drop as much as what non-owners were hoping for, but as an owner, I'm glad that he didn't drop a heap because he's already dropped probably about 100k or so from the start. Oh, actually, no, it'd be about 80k from the start of the year. So, yeah. There's Bice, nearly intercept mark. Gets the handball, Bice. There's a kick for Wicks. Wouldn't mind a 70 or so from Wicks. Make a little bit of cash. And then obviously trade him next week. Detached edits. Hawks have some competition in Adelaide and Gold Coast. Best game of the year so far. Yeah, it was. It was just frustrating because the Crows should have won the best game of the year. Well, not should have, actually. I shouldn't say should have. They should have been given the chance to win the game. Here's Wicks again. Wicks kick in board. It's a good kick, actually, to Florent. That's a great kick by Wicks. And goal for Florent. That's a great kick by Wicks. On the wild card for FPL this week. Yes, Jack, I am. Yep, I played it. I was actually going to play it last week, but I forgot to. So, forget my current team up at the moment, what I've done. I've used a bit of a template from one of the guys I follow, FPL Gian Batra. Follow him pretty much for everything. So what do we got? We got David Raya in goal, Saliba, Byrne, Vardiol in defence, Rashford, Mohamed Salah, Saka and Sarr. Then Mateta, Marmouche and Isaac. And I got the captaincy on Isaac at the moment, VC on Salah. Then I've got Areola, Jacob Murphy, Munoz and Conser on the bench. So pretty happy with the team so far. And that's what I'll be rolling with my wildcard unless I decide to do any changes. Cheers, BAILSDT, Shannon. All good. Happy to help, Shannon. Detached edits. You take a 118 every day of the week. What do you guys make? Oh, no, it's not over 120, right? So people have a line of 120. So like 118's anything. I think anything from 111 to 119 is one of those scores where it's like, do you take it or do you not? But I think 118 this week you take. But some weeks, if you have an option, you don't. Chad Warner kick. And great grab by Hayward. Hayward started well. Hey, mate, what were your trades this week, says Jordan Lane? So I went Campo to Marais and Sanders down to Marek. Pretty keen on Marek this week. So end up going for him. How's the fantasy weekend going so far, mate? Nick Joe, yeah, it's going good, mate. Going good. I think the lowest score counting for me at the moment is Lawler's 95. The scores dropping off at the moment is Trainer 74, Ashcroft 82, DeConing 82, and there's one other. I can't remember what it was, but there's one other. So it's like lowest scores Lawler's 95. So it's going well so far, but still plenty of games to go. A few rookies to come, so we'll see how they go. 110 plus I take as attached edits. I'd even consider a 109. Yeah, I'm normally a 110 plus. That's what I'm normally taking it as, and yeah. Ben Ono Bice has taken the Roberts roll. Time to trade him, says Ben. Rolls will be fine. There you go. She's up to 23 already. Powell on 21 as well. So good start for Powell. I can imagine some people not taking Dawson's 118 and rolling into Zorko, says Matt Young. Yeah, there would have been. And I would have considered if I'd both, right? But at the end of the day, 118 is a pretty good score. I would have kept it. Tristan Addy, where's Cherry at? Cherry actually sucks, says Andrew. Oh, guys, come on. Let's not be too harsh on Cherry, who was pretty good last year, right? And we'll just he might put up a 110 from here. Who knows? He hasn't started great, but he gave a free kick away, which wasn't a free kick against. It was a bullshit call by the umpire. So we'll see how he goes. Let's sort of come to that when it's at the end of the game, and we'll see. There's Hanley with a handball. Caden Cleary, that could be holding the ball. That could be that was Whitlock there with the tackle. Anyone in this game playing for you, says Nicky Joe. Yeah, so Caleb Daniel, Tristan Cherry, and Matt Roberts are my three in this one. Jack Wildcard here too. Got Raya, Livramento, Munoz, Vardiol, Madison, Rogers, Saka, Salah, Isaac, Mateta, Marmouche, Henderson, Savigno, Timber, Conser. Thoughts? Madison, my punt for Southampton. Yeah, don't mind it, mate. Don't mind it, yeah. Madison could be good against Southampton, so you might be onto something there. So yeah, I don't mind it. I like it. It's a lot of similar players to what I've got, which is good. So there's Caleb Daniel, the +5. Sheasel, another handball. Sheasel just racking up at the moment. And looks like LDU's forward. Break in 152, time to get off, says Andrew. Oh, we can't jump off him and TDK, right? We can't jump off both rucks in a week. Like, we'll jump off one. Cherry's got a tough matchup, but it will open up after. He's got Gold Coast next week, but after that, he'll be fine. Obviously, it's not going to be great next week against Gold Coast, but I forgot to check trainer score to see if I played bias, so locked in with trainer. I would have taken the 74. So, yeah, detached heads, I would have taken the 74. See, Whitlock's someone to watch. I wonder exactly what role he'll be playing. He could be a defensive downgrade if bias weren't to get it done tonight. What's your FPL rank? Last FPL question, sorry, says Jack. No, mate, no, all good. Happy to answer FPL question stuff. We do the watch along, not just for... We do it to chat in general, right? Like, we're almost sitting in the bar, right? So, Caden Cleary, great tackle. I'm like 42k. So, going well this season. Good season. I was 38k last week. Forgot to make moves. So, dropped 4k spots, which is pretty good considering I didn't make any moves last week. But wild card this week. So, hopefully we go well. That'll be a Sheasel tackle and that'll be Sheasel holding the ball. This is just an absolutely massive start from Sheasel. He's on like 40 points now. Absolutely ridiculous start from Sheasel. Which is annoying because I was hoping Sheasel would get cheap. And I thought Sydney... Tough matchup, he'd get cheap, but maybe not. I hope he goes around 74 then, just attach edits. Oh, I think he'll probably be very similar. Matt Young, Cherry to Briggs, maybe because at this point, Cherry might lose an absurd amount of money. If Pitney comes in for TDK, then you're not doing that, I don't think. I think you're trading TDK instead. Nate Morgan, she's a bat halfback, seeming like his juicy self again, trade target, I assume. Finn O'Sullivan's out. So that's obviously the one thing. But if he's back in his half-back role, he's a guy that we're going to have to really target and try and pay up for because we know what he can do in that role. Why jumping off TDK to Jordan Lane? Oh, no, I'm not. I'm just saying that if Pitney got named next week, which they're saying he could be ready, then maybe we jump off. I think Bells meant SDK. No, I meant TDK. Yeah, and that probably is... Like, if Pitney's back next week... I'm not holding a $1 million player. And I don't think Pitney will come back in. I think DeConing's been far from their issue. But just saying if he came back in, that would be an issue that I'd consider moving. Cherry back on, so hopefully he can go well from here. Cherry and Roberts equals 0, says Jack. Yeah, not a great start for either of them, but hopefully they can get going. What is with Constanti at the moment? Like, he went at bloody... Blakey, and he's gone at Wicks now. Like, I understand that it's against your former team, but you don't have to be overzealous with things. Robson Cherry 0, says Nicky Joe. Do I take Berg or Fraser off to O'Sullivan's 95? Oh, okay, so you take one of them off limits. I would bench... Ooh, tricky one. I'd bench one of them to take the 95, definitely. Maybe bench Fraser, but I'm hopeful he goes well because obviously going to be in Classic. So, but Himmelberg's got West Coast. He could go okay. West Coast aren't great for defenders, but he could go all right. Oh yeah, Pitto's back with Cook, says Jordan. Damn, I hope he doesn't come back in, says Detached Edits. Didn't realise it was this soon. Are we jumping on Stuart, says Footy Frenzy? I think you can. Roberts course of +6 is bloody... intercepted. Tackle for Roberts, though, at least. Jumping on Stewart, you could. His knee still did give him a little bit of trouble the other night, but it's more just a pain thing. Maybe you wait one more week or whatever, because he's not going to get away from you. Maybe you watch a week and then go Fraser to him after. There's a big X tackle. That's what we want. We want to see more of them. I think he's only had like 11 tackles combined in the first 3 weeks this year, Cherry. So we need Cherry to get back to his like 9-10 tackles a week like he did again. He did it against... West Coast in the preseason, right? So, no, I mean Bergman. Oh, do I take Bergman or Fraser off for O'Sullivan? I'd play Bergman because he's got the Saints. That could be a massive score. So I'd bench Fraser in that scenario, and I'd take the Connor O'Sullivan 95. There's Parker, first goal against the former club. I don't know if it's his first goal for North or whatever, but Henry V, you can probably keep TDK in the West Coast matchup if Pitto's named. Yep, Yeah, you can, I think. Shannon Barron, my trade-in ranking is my lowest score so far. I did him over Saligo. Hopefully it works out long term. What did Saligo score, Shannon? What did he score? By the way, I can't. There's two Shannons, obviously, Shannon Barron and Shannon Page. I can't tell exactly, like, should I be saying he or she? Because, like, Shannon obviously being unisex now, I don't want to say what I think you should do. So, interesting. But I got Bergman. What are your thoughts about him? Bale started him. Bergman could go okay this week. 3% owned for Bergman as well. Yeah, I think Bergman against Saints could go all right this week. If you've got him, you're holding. I think he has been okay. So, Saligo went 92, says Matt Young. Yeah, that was a good score from Saligo, even in a lower scoring game again. Should have been a free kick for Cherry. Yes, Big X. Free kick. Come on, Big X. Keep going, mate. Tough matchup, obviously, here. But if you can put up a solid score, that'd be nice. The Big X with a kick. We love the Big X. Good mark by McCartan there. Still a bit of a refresh of the scores. She's on 34. Okay, I thought he was on more, but fair enough. Bice here. Bice +6. Bice looks good. Bice is definitely someone I think I'll bring in next week. And it's putting the argument here that maybe 2 defender rookies you could have. You could have, if you've got Pryor, Bice, Trainer, and Reed, I think you can easily play 2 of them on field at the moment, the way they're all performing. Like 74 from Trainer in a tough matchup. Charlie Comben's so good. I know Nathan loves him, but he's so good. Go to Big X. Comben, go to Big X. Where is he? There he is. Get there, Big X. Don't know if that's taken for Bice or for Rampy, but could be not the first or last time I'll get called a girl. Well, at least you didn't call me Sharon. All good, Shannon, mate. All good. Because, yeah, that's more the thing, right? I don't know if I call you mate or just call you Shannon, because I'm not going to call... Yeah, but... There you go. Not the first or last time I get called a girl. Fair enough. But, yeah, obviously. But so some people see my name and think I'm a girl, because obviously Bailey's a unisex name. So I know the how it feels to have a unisex name there. So Bice up to 21 as well. So he's going along pretty solidly to start the game. There's Shees with a handball. Whitlock with a kick as well. Yeah, Roberts has just got nothing at the moment. Oh, no. Big X is down at the moment. Did he cop? Oh, shit. Is he okay? Seems like Clarko's sort of looking on and thinking, crap, is he all right? Yeah, it looks like he copped something. Maybe copped a knee somewhere. There's Roberts. There he is. +6 for Roberts. Good. Here's Bice again. God damn it. I really can't afford Bice to be going big tonight. I really can't. If I want to afford my trades next week, I can't afford Bice going at like over 100. Obviously, it would make it obvious I need him in, but it would make my trades a bit more tricky next week. It's because I didn't give Sheasel that hole in the ball tackle. Really? Unbelievable. Like, you did tackle, so far, happy I've held JHF instead of moving on to Rankins, says Footy Frenzy. And yeah, that's the point, right? Is that if you moved and did it, and then Horn France goes, I would be shocked if Horn France went 110 tomorrow. He got a rocket in the week. I think he could actually have a good game tomorrow against the Saints. I think it'd be Rosie or Butters that get tagged. And I think Butters, so we'll know if Draper is a sub next week because of Thursday's game. Would you target him as one of your rookie trades? What did he score this week, Nicky Joe? I can't even remember what he scored. He could definitely be someone that we target as a rookie downgrade in the midfield. There's Caleb Daniel +6. Definitely someone to look at. So, yeah, someone let me know what Draper scored. I can't actually remember what he did. Nate Morn, Crom supported myself, mate. How bad was the umpiring, the non-mark or the free kick to Rankin, the hole in the ball just after, and the knee to still thought we can't catch a break? Yeah, mate, it's a joke. I could go on about it for ages. It always, and it's funny, and right, and people are going to say, I'm only going to say it's because I'm a Crows fan, right? But it does always seem to be the Crows, right? You had the Sydney bloody point. You've had plenty of other free kicks and close games and whatever. Just be nice for the Crows to get a bit of luck go their way, and there's X a handball for X. Just be nice to get something go our way for a change, but we can't do anything about it now. And the worst thing's going to be if they, I Obviously, they are going to trying to get a please explain from the AFL. Even if the AFL come out and say, "Oh, it was a mistake," it doesn't fix anything because they're not going to change the result. It's going to make the Crows fans feel even more pissed off. So they might as well just leave it. I don't get the whole please explain system. Like, there's just no point because at the end of the day, it doesn't actually matter. The game's done. Gold Coast won the game by a point, and then that's it. What a pickup from Powell. It's going to go out of bounds. That's a great pickup. Draper 54. Crouch will be back in next week. I just think he'll go back to being the sub. And I don't think I want to trade into a rookie that could just be the sub any given week. You want cash gen. And if he went big today, different. But 54, it's okay. He'll score well in some games. But I think it'll be like he might have a good game or two, then be the sub again. So I would just not worry about him personally. Big X looks hungry tonight. Looks like he's hungry for some tackles, from what I've seen. Happens to Crows and Freo, says Anthony. Yeah, you got a point there. Draper lying on the ball, says Ben. That's another. Yep, thank you, Ben. That's another one. Yep, I forgot about that one. That was another poor one. So like, it's just, see what I mean? It does happen to Crows all the time, right? So have to get an umpire or two in my 22, says Tristan. Yeah, they'd be scoring tons at the moment because they bloody keep getting away with everything. Look at Big X. Take it out of the ruck with got the handball away. Nothing for Bice, nothing for Wicks. Wicks keep it in. No. Limits. I really want to bring in Marais, but I have to trade Will Day. Otherwise, I'm copying Mitch Nev at 0 on field, and I've got about $1 million to spend. I really want Marais, but I have to trade Day. You could do it right, but obviously, yeah, you got a lot of money in the bank. Depends what if your cash gen's not going great, maybe you get him in and you just do double upgrade next week. So you could do 2 big upgrades next week. Depends what you're after. I probably wouldn't want that much money in the bank, but Marais is a good player to get. So limits, it depends what you're after. Shannon Barron, the Crows are an exciting team to watch this year. Gather Round should be a cracking round. Oh, I can't wait for Gather Round. I'm hopeful that, and that'll be against X. Yep. Can X stop giving away free kicks? Like, don't turn into Braden Bruce and give away 4 free kicks a week, X. It'd be nice. Caleb Daniels should get the +6 here. Yep. So Caleb Daniels starting to get busy. Goes to McKercher. Let's do a bit of a refresh of scores. Caleb Daniels up to 24, but he should be up to 30 now with this. Oh, he's up to 36 now, actually. He might even be on 42 now with that +6. So Luke Parker started well against his former team. Paul Curtis. Good one by Zerha. Poor kick intercepted by Roberts. So Roberts intercept mark. That's good. And McLean at the back. That'll be Mark. Zorka, Captain Rule my week, says Jim 910. Yeah, unfortunate. I had him number 1 this week, so I was nervous not having him. But yeah, not great from him. A lot of people had him captain, right? If anyone that had him, probably all went him captain. How's your team value currently at 20.34? Feeling pretty good, says Matt Young. Yeah, mine was at just over 20 million. Obviously, the Stewart injury and going hasty over Max Hall probably cost me 300k. So I would have been about the same as you. But I'm hopeful bringing Marais and Marek in this week. Everyone's gone well so far that in terms of making money, Stewart hasn't lost a heap. Lawler's going to make a lot. So I'm hoping to catch up over the next 2 or 3 weeks. So we'll see. Thought Murphy Reid held his own today. No, he cops a lot of stat, but not as bad as Rochelle's replacement. Oh, sorry. Why did I say Murphy Reid? Thought Murphy held his own today. Yeah, no, right. So I've been a Crows fan. I think Lockie Moore's I think he's a nice guy from what we see, right? And see there. So like Cherry did the exact same thing, but no free kick was paid. So like, why are they not? Oh, so that's why Cherry was on his haunches, because bloody Grundy gave him a bloody. So Grundy seems to be really getting physical with Cherry. That's a hold. Well, that was a hold there they paid before. What was I saying? Now I've lost my train of thought. Is that against Cherry again? Oh, my God. Piss off, you stupid umpires. They're literally, all they're doing is looking at Cherry. They're not looking at Grundy. They're just paying it against Cherry. 3 free kicks against in the first quarter. Heaney, mate, you know you can handball to a teammate. You don't have to kick. Yeah, what was I saying? Lockie Murphy. Right, yeah, I'm sure he's a nice guy, right? He's just not. I don't think he's at AFL level. I think Luke Pedler should have come in today. I think that was a mistake by the match committee. Luke Pedler would have done. He offers more. I would have brought Luke Pedler in, not Murphy. As much as I like Murphy, he tries his all. You can never, ever question his effort. But at the end of the day, at AFL, you need more than just effort. And, yeah, Pedler should have come in today. That was a mistake. And that might have been a part of the reason why they may have lost. But got about 20 million, says Limits. Jack could have saved 800k and got Bison instead of Zorko. F this game. Limits, my cash gen's going pretty good, and I want to keep it going. It's going to be like 600k on the bench, and it feels wrong. If you've only got 600k, so if you go get Marais this week, Limits, and you've got 600k on the bench, I'd still tick off getting Marais and have 600k. I think 600k is right on the limit, so I think it's fine. Did you captain Dawson? Bell says Nicky Joe. No, I took Baz's 127 as VC, so I had that locked in. But Dawson was my captain if I didn't take the Baz or he didn't go well last night. Been a very interesting round so far, says Plummo. Agreed, mate. Was a tough watch, says Nicky Joe. How do you check your team value? On the website, should just come with your team value there next to your ranking and stuff. Plummo, how do you check? Oh, yes, at 4. Brought him in and made him captain. About Zorko, says Jack. There's a big tackle for Big X. What's with Grundy again? Grundy putting an elbow back to try and get Cherry. Like, Grundy, piss off, mate. There's no need for you to bloody elbow bloody Cherry for. Like, there's no need for it. Grundy, you're starting to lose your head a bit, mate. Like, you're making some really stupid decisions. Did anyone see that? That wasn't just me, right? Grundy went and put an elbow back to try and get Cherry. Who do you have in this game? Bell says Footy Frenzy. Caleb Daniel, Tristan Cherry, and Matt Roberts. Henry saying not going to the Saints game next year. Doesn't have Sinclair. Third umpire must have Grundy in his fantasy, says Jordan Lane. Ben McCulloch. Thoughts on bringing both Doherty and Stewart in next week? Stewart I like. Doherty I do like as well, but a lot of Carlton fans saying he should be dropped after his performance, so we'll see. To be fair, Cherry's giving away the free kicks. He is, Angus, but they do seem like they're looking at only what Cherry's doing and not what Grundy's doing. What the hell are these free kicks against X, says Tony Ford? Oh, mate, they're bit silly, but... Plummo Gorn, Nank Ruck combo wasn't great with a 95 or 90, but looking far better than the other big rucks so far. Shannon Barron is Jordan, tagging LD. Yes, he is. Marco, hey, Bales, good to see your team going well. Take trainer score, Field Fraser. Depends what your bottom 4 scorers are looking like, Marco. If 74 will be in your best 18, maybe take it to be safe. But if you're not, who are your bottom 4 falling off, Marco? Let me know. All right, cheers, Bale says Limits. All good, mate. Dowling 26 in the Sanford Dave off Ped to 19 to 5 clearances. Both offer more and have a bigger future than Murphy. Agreed, mate. Dowling was, another one that could have come in instead. Yep. Angus Easy, would you rather Crows Premiership or a top 100 hat? Crows Premiership still. I'd love a top 100 hat as well, but I haven't seen the Crows win a premiership in my lifetime. Like, I was born in 98. They won in 98. Obviously, don't remember that. So, yeah, Crows premiership for me. Never mind, it's 800k says Limits. 800k, yeah. You could still bring him in, right? If you've got no carnage so far and you've got your trades planned out, you could do it. But, yeah, it's a tricky one. Maybe you get Marais next week. Yeah, Grundy been whacking him all game so far. Agreed, Tristan. Grundy is over the hill, so he's cheating to get even, says Jack. Tony Ford, wouldn't be surprised the umpires are briefed on Grundy's elbows at halftime, then X will get a heap of frees. I hope so, Tony. I hope so. Let's go through the scores at how we're going at quarter time. So, Jake Lloyd is on 47. Good for draft coaches, along with Paul Curtis on 45. Good for draft as well. Sheasel, 38. Going on very nicely, 12 disposals. Parker, 36. Caleb Daniel, 36. So, Caleb Daniel, good. Heaney 34, Hayward 32, Tucker 30, Powers on 28, Bice 27, which is good for Bice owners. Looks like the rookies are really performing well this round, which is good to see. Grundy 26, Campbell 23, good for draft. LDU's on 20, obviously getting the Jordan tag today. Big X is on 16, considering he's given away 3 free kicks isn't awful. A couple of tackles is nice, a few touches. So if he keeps going along, it's not bad. Roberts 16 is obviously quiet, but hopefully he can get there still. Simpkin 15, Whitlock 14, Caden Cleary 14, McKercher 9, quiet from him. Corey Warner 8, Chad Warner 7, so quiet from then. Constanti 7, Hanley 5, Wicks is only on 3. So he's giving away 2 free kicks. I don't know where they've got the 2 frees against after all, but I can't really afford him to go bloody 20 or 30 because he's going next week. 456 to probably Taranto. Taranto will be about just over 900 or just below. I'll need about 450k. I've got 225. Taylor down to Bice. Should pocket me at least 220, 230k, right? So I should still be fine, but obviously I don't want Bice going like 120. If he goes like an 80 or whatever, it'd be good because then it's like, well, I need to get him in. But the lower he goes, the bit easier it will be for me to get him in next week. And there you go. So they're the scores. So obviously, yeah, Daniel's going well, but yeah, Cherry and the Big X, and Roberts obviously a bit quiet. Karen Shanahan, I reckon Cox has been in Grundy's ear. Ari Cherry, tactics to keep him quiet. Yeah, not a bad call, Karen. Marco, at this stage, trainer school drop off. May wait to see how I'm looking before the last game. So, Marco, who are your bottom 4 scorers? Who are your bottom 4 scorers, not including this game? Actually, yeah, Marco, let me know who your bottom 4 scorers are and then tell me who you've got in this game. What do these umpires have against Cherry, says Caleb Fife. I don't know, mate. They don't like him, that's for sure. Marco, how did Toronto look today? I think look good. Obviously only got 102, but tough matchup. I think he got stuck on the bench a fair bit in the first half as well. And their run is looking pretty nice. Where's my overall rank, actually? So after 12k overall rank, that's with the captaincy and Lawler's score counting. So it's good. Hopefully that's a sign of where I am and hopefully keep going up. But yeah, so Taranto's run. So he's gone. So he goes Freo, Gold Coast, Melbourne, Hawthorn, West Coast, North Melbourne, Essendon. It's a pretty nice run. And every game from round 6 to round 11 are all in Melbourne. And you got Gold Coast at Marvel. Then he's got Melbourne, Hawthorn, West Coast, North Melbourne, and Essendon all at the MCG. So that could be good. He's someone I'm looking at. He's priced at. So what's he priced at? So he's priced at 908k, break even at 116. He'll go down maybe. He'll be about 900k roughly, like pretty much bang on 900. So he's definitely someone I'm looking at, priced in the mid-90s that could go 105 from here, 10 points unders. I'm keen on him next week if I can get to him. But obviously that's providing no carnage. Grundy starting on the bench. Interesting call by Sydney. Grundy starting on the bench. Maybe to call him off. But Big X is starting against Laddams. I don't know why Sydney are playing Laddams, McLean, and Cherry. Laddams, McLean, and Grundy. Just seems a bit silly. I don't know why you pay 3 ruckmen, essentially. I know McLean's more of a forward, but there's Roberts with a kick. That was well on by Corey Warner then to stop the bounce. I wonder if Sydney are doing it because they know Logan McDonald will come in, so he'll just come in for Laddams. I think they may just want the structure, but still, those 3 ruckmen essentially. LDU's so good. Just shrugged off Heaney like it was nothing. There's a Caleb Daniel with a kick. Going wide, so Tom Powell's probably going to get a +6. Maybe not. They cut him off pretty quickly. There's a Whitlock with a +6. Whitlock, someone I'm keeping an eye on. Could be a forward downgrade because he's got defender forward status, so he's someone to keep an eye on. Is that no free kick? How can Cherry be pushing the back and not get a free kick? So there's a handball from Bice. George Hewitt says, Harry Thomas. Not now. You've missed the boat, but if you picked him, very, very good pick, and you'd be very, very happy the way he's gone. He's turned up in every game. So, all right, I'm doing 800k on the bench. Big upgrades next week, says Limits. I don't hate it. Don't hate it. It's a lot of money, obviously, but if you're having a good week and you can afford to take it over, then by all means, make 2 upgrades next week. Get Mariah in and get the cash gen still rolling. Loving the look of Will Ashcroft the past 2 weeks with Jordan Lane. I want to see what his CBAs were, actually. Cherry just knocking over. Who did he knock over? Just grabbed the ball, got the handball, and just knocked over someone in the process. There's Wicks with a kick. Hayward started really well this game. There's LDE getting back for +6. What was the CBAs for that game today? I wonder if Ashcroft's numbers were still up or if they went down again. Because obviously McCluggage had a big day. Neil and Dunkley had big days as well. So Bice intercept mark. That's a little bit frustrating. He's on 35 now. Really don't want him. Oh, and Big X just dropped an intercept mark. Robert's got a handball though in the process, but that's points gone missing for Cherry. So the CBA numbers for the game today. So Neil had, so how many were there? So McInerney had 29 and Day had 5. So there was 34 CBAs. Neil had 30. McCluggage 24. Dunkley 23. Ashcroft 18. So Ashcroft clearly is the fourth guy. So he's had good matchups. He's still got good matchups to come. So there's still a world where he keeps doing what he's doing. But yeah. Hey, Matt Lancaster. He always says Travis first, but he's said something different. Saying go Sydney Swans, mate. There you go. Do we know why Finn O'Sullivan wasn't named in this game, says Shannon? Yeah, illness. So he should be back next week. So, yeah, just a bit sick. So they ruled him out a couple of days ago, I think. So he was obviously named as a laid out. But yeah, a couple of days ago, they named him as out for the game. Simpkin to McKercher. McKercher can probably go for home from here. And it's a goal. Good goal by McKercher there. Good goal by North, actually. Good movement. Do we get DPP editions this weekend? No, Jordan, that'll be after Gather Round. After Gather Round's finished. So pretty sure everyone will be at the Port and Hawthorn game or watching it on the TV. And then as soon as that's finished, we'll see when the DPPs are released. Because Sydney got destroyed by Meek, round 0 with no backup ruck. They're overcompensating, says Angus. Is Riley Sanders to Marrick a good option, or is Max Hall better? Sends Vince Cubes. No, I like Marrick better than Max Hall. Max Hall, you've missed out on your 200k cash gen already. I think Marrick can average over 70 from here, which is 20 points unders, 20 points of value. And I think he can even touch 80, which could be near 30 points of value. So I like Marrick. I'm big on him as a pick. He'll take a lot of kick-ins. He's got the role. I like him. There's Big X. Handball. Caleb Daniel with a kick. So I think Bice is on the bench at the moment. So at least I get a few minutes to just not have to watch Bice rack up. So he's on 35. So he's the third highest Sydney Swan at the moment for scoring. Caleb Daniel's on 46. Good stuff. Who could I downgrade SDK to? So if you don't have Bice, he's the guy you could look at. Maybe Whitlock, depending on what he scores tonight, could be someone to look at as well. That's holding the ball. A good tackle by Wicks. Yeah, great tackle by Wicks there. Big X going back, didn't take the mark. X looks fine. Doesn't seem like at the moment the hamstring's bothering him at the moment. So obviously we've still got over half a game to go. So we'll see how it goes. But at the moment he looks to be moving pretty freely and fine. So just need him to start scoring. It's a good tackle there by Zerhart. Here's Hayward again. Jeez, Hayward's had a great start. That's a good goal. Oh, no, he's missed it. I thought he kicked it. Who's going good, bad, etc., says Lyndon. Who we got? So we got Caleb Daniel is obviously going nice. Sheezel's going well. Looks like Sheezel's playing a bit more midfield half back, Lyndon. So he seems to be having a good game so far. It's Caleb Daniel with another kick in. Play on, please. Play on. Don't kick it. Come on, kick it out of the square. Go out of it. Thank you. Cherry's been like quieter, but he's moving freely, so that's obviously the thing. So just tuned in. What's the deal, family, says Lyndon. Mate, the deal is the Crows got robbed right in front of me, mate. Right in front of me. I've cooled down now, but I was absolutely fuming after that game. So, yeah. What games are you going to watch live next weekend, says Shannon. So all the Adelaide Oval games. So I got tickets for the Crows game Thursday night, the Friday night game, which I was really keen to go to, the Sydney-Collingwood game. That should be a cracker. He's Sheasel +6. Could get it back here, actually. Is he going to get another +6 here? No, they're going to Stevens, interestingly, instead. Sheasel another +6. My God. Yeah, so Thursday night, Friday night, 2 games on the Saturday, the current West Coast game. It's at 12:05 though, or 12:50, which is really strange that game is on early. I don't know how Wicks hasn't been given a free there. He got tackled without the ball. Got another tackle there, Wicks, which is good. So if he can just get to over 40, make a tiny bit of cash so I could get my upgrade done next week, that's fine. Caleb Daniel will get the free here. So he'll get the kick in. Like kick in the play, not the actual kick in from the goal square. And then the Sunday night game, Port Hawthorn. That should be a great game. Obviously, with the whole Hinkley thing from last year, I'm sure Hawthorn have not forgotten that one. So, yeah, it looks like Wicks is playing on Curtis tonight. That's the role. Good kick to Zerha. What games? Yep. Stephen Neal. Hey, BAILSDT Petrarca worth holding for DPP? I think so. Good matchups to come to. I know that they haven't been playing great, but he should get forward stats at the moment. If he doesn't, you can look at trading at that point. Lynn, I feel for you, mate, but I'm a D supporter. Well, Lynn, did you watch the game? Because I know that you're in, was it Texas or something, or Tennessee or something? I know you live in America. So, did you watch the Crows game? Because I'd be interested to know your thoughts as a neutral fan. I like to get the thoughts of the neutral fans and not just the Crows. But I think the Crows got absolutely robbed. Bix, I like that, Henry. But I mean, Bice taking Roberts' role. No, they're all sort of sharing. But obviously, it's not great for Roberts, right? He might be someone that. He's been good to start the year, right? So I don't want to react too much. But if he had a couple of poor games and Bice is a real sort of factor here, which he's playing really well, so I think he is, something to definitely watch. Texas, yes. No, I haven't watched it yet. Okay, yeah. Oh, let me know, mate. Because, yeah, it's Trent Ovenden, Don supporter. Crows were very stiff. Thank you, Trent. Well, I say thank you, right? But it doesn't actually matter because I'm still pissed off anyway. But it's at least good to know that not just the Crows in me that's saying that they got robbed. And they were a bit stiff. That's a bloody Mario, the mushroom from Mario on bloody Zerha's shoulder then. That's quite funny. What rookie should we get for next week, says Vince. Depends who you don't have. Marais could still be an option. Bice could be an option. It's going to be tricky, though. Probably one to talk about tomorrow night when we've had a few performances, because it's a bit hard at the moment. But there's a couple. Whitlock is someone to watch. Oh, that'll be holding the ball, though, against... Oh, no. Free kick. No. Free kick against Whitlock. So, Marty free kick. Aham 77, yeah, Rob was kind of happy. I have money on Gold Coast to make finals of the Saints, man. Yeah, but right, I think Gold Coast can make finals regardless of what happened today, right? But, yeah, just as a Crows fan, it would have been great to have seen them go 4-0 in the gather round. But at the end of the day, you can't do it. Lyndon, have you witnessed the Crows premiership? No, I was born in 98, so missed the 97 and don't remember 98. So, yeah, that's why. Someone actually asked me before, would you take a top 100 hat or Crows premiership? And I'd say Crows premiership. But if Crows don't win the premiership this year, then a hat. So, what score would Whitlock need to get to be considered? 60 plus would be pretty good. He's a defender forward, which could be handy. Big X just bloody soccering out of midair. Southern for Geelong looked amazing, but he might be too high priced now, says Henry. Yeah, I think he is. I think he's gotten away from us now, I reckon. He's too expensive, but big good pick if you picked him. And his SDK Lost Humphrey is a good option, says Vince. That's probably too sideways for me. There's a handball by Big X. Probably too sideways. That's a hole in the ball against Sheasel. Should be for Wicks. Oh, Cherry, big tackle, but it's not going to count. But Cherry made sure that Grundy felt it. But Wicks, couple of hole in the balls, which is nice. Good for cash gen. Robert should get a +6 here. Oh, no, actually, it's Blakey. Blakey never really looks to pass it short. Oh, Big X nearly took that mark there. Like 3 or 4 juggles. Has anyone known that as well? Noticed that? Anytime Blakey gets the ball, he never, ever looks short. He always just looks forward and goes long. Like, he never actually looks for an option. Caleb Daniel with a kick. Sheasel, good mark. But, oh, Sheasel, go away, man. Like, surely Sydney put some attention into him. Why would you go short to bloody Combin over Caleb Daniel? Sheasel's going to get it back again. My God, Sheasel was racking up. Sheasel owner's getting absolutely kissed tonight. And I know he's a great player and this is going to happen, right? But he's absolutely racking up at the moment. Sheasel's one of those players I hate not to own because he just pisses me off when I don't have him. But I love him when I've got him. There's Robert's kick. Whitlock took the intercept mark there. Short to Parker. Oh, geez, I might have missed a bit here. I don't think so. You were born in 98. They're back-to-back year, right? Yeah, Lyndon, yes, I missed it, unfortunately, which sucks, but is what it is, unfortunately. Go short to Caleb Daniel, core. There's McKercher for a +6. Go short to Daniel. Go to your left. Go to your left. 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 There's Tom Powell +6 coming up. Go to Caleb Daniel Powell. No, he's not. Would Murphy, Reid and Sam Lawler get forward status, says Jimster? Yeah, well, Lawler I think will, from what it seems like. He's about like 50-odd, 60% forward, so he'll get it. And Murphy Reid could probably get it as well, to be fair. There's McKercher again. No, goes to Blakey. And Blakey intercept mark. Will Blakey kick it short or will he kick it long? No, he kicked around the body to Grundy. That's a very, very, very dangerous kick to make. Roberts with a kick. Good. Roberts starting to get a few touches now. Laddams, go short, man. You've had that guy short. Bice with a +6. God damn it. That means he's on 41 now. Like, I want Bice to do well, but I don't want him to go absolutely nuts tonight when I don't own him and when I'm trying to get him next week. Haywood. Is that a goal? It's a good kick. That's a goal. Yep. Okay, let's try and catch up with this chat because I'm struggling to not keeping up with it. Matt Young, even if it wasn't the mark for ranking, it was 100% holding the man either way. Oh, exactly. Yep, agreed. But even if it was holding the man, it would have been a +1, then +10 if you kick. Well, +10 if you kick the goal, right? So, Crows Cats Thursday night, can't wait, says Marco. Yep, me the same. I think Conor Sullivan may be the most underrated rookie, says Sean. Yeah, he's a very good player. Geelong found another one. Arham 77. The annoying part isn't losing. The annoying part is the umpires didn't give you the chance. Yes, Arham's exactly. That's the thing. Because the things we might not have won. Rankin might have lost. Gold Coast might have taken down the other end. They might have kicked a goal. But we didn't get the chance to win it. Tony, no, mate, as a Sydney fan, Rankin definitely marked the ball while being tackled, so should have been a free as well as a mark. Henry V. Cherry asking for frees against. Arham 77. Blake, the ultimate meters game player. That's why he's such a great player. Also, I think he's being tagged by Wicks, says Angus Heasley. Started with She, says Lyndon. Sacrifice to cash. We'd be pretty happy, Lyndon, so far. Sheasel's racking up. Sheasel saving my Zorko captain, says Henry. Free kick to the big X. No, not advantage. Sheasel, go away. Big X. That's why I want to do well, because I just want to be on stream saying big X. I love it. It's great. He kicks it long. Lloyd, you had Roberts there for an easy handball and you decided not to go there. Can't take advantage from the centre bounces, Angus. Yeah, it was good. Well, I'm glad they couldn't, because I wanted Big X to get the cat kick. Gets the hit out there, Big X. Big X says Hexen. Yeah, Big X is starting to build. Starting to get busy. Not on the top page just yet. Got another hit out there. So where is it? Where is Big X now, actually? Big X is currently on 29. So there's Bice with a handball. Go away, Bice, man. Like, I want you to do well, but not this well. Like, he might turn up. He might turn up the way he's going. Yeah, Cherry 29. Roberts would be somewhere in the 20s as well. 25. Wick's 26 as well, which is good for cash gen. The good thing is the Bice going well, right, is he's making it known that he's the guy that I need to bring in next week. It's pretty obvious I need to get him. And I will bring him in for Sam Taylor, as long as I don't get Carnage. Wicks, Paul Curtis is an absolute grub. And Sheasel gets the whole ball free kick as well, which is just, again, annoying. But Paul Curtis is one of the biggest grubs in the AFL. Just coming in over there and just need Wicks in the head for no reason whatsoever. Like, he's just... There's a handball by Bice. Gives it to bloody Roberts and he's... Can't get out there. Tom Power tackle. Big X is Henry V. Yeah, just need Bice to calm down. Like... Handball by Big X. It's a high tackle against Rowbottom. Is it high tackle? No, it didn't get paid. Okay, interesting. I know that's a tackle by Big X, or it should be anyway. LDU trying to go to Sheasel. Thankfully, he didn't get it to him because Sheasel just keeps racking up. Grundy. Oh, Sheasel might get a tackle. No, Costanti will get it. See, Costanti again not really needing to bloody shove him down. Is that holding the ball? Jeez, that is a shit call. I really like Paul Curtis. I reckon he's a top-tier small forward. Yeah, Angus, he's a great player. He's a very good small forward. One of the best in the comp for sure. But he's a grub at the same time. Free kick against and goes to Hamling. Bice could be on for a bloody +6 here. No, it goes to Roberts instead. Love to see it. Oh no, +5. He got the handball to Wicks. Wicks 3 bounces. Out of bounds. Would you take train 74 or risk it with Taylor against West Coast, says Nate Morgan? I'd be taking the 74, but I'm looking to see how these guys go tonight. And if all of them go over 74, there's a chance I take it on, just because 74 would be like my second lowest score. Playing the numbers, if I've got like 4 or 5 tomorrow, or however many I've got, maybe I'd just take it on because there's more chance of getting more points than less, maybe. But I don't know. At the moment, I'm taking the 74. I've put Zach Reed on the field to take it. And I would be taking the 74 in most cases. Unless you have an absolute blinding week. Sheasel handball. Caleb Daniel handball. So a few players starting to get a bit busier now. Obviously, Sheasel's been great all night, but I think that was a Tom Power handball as well. Stevens on his own in the midfield. There's McKercher. Constanti, mate, I think you should probably just... Kicks it short to Caleb Daniel at least. But Constanti, mate, I think you should probably just focus on playing the game instead of asking the umpire to put the guy back on the mark. And Curtis, no, didn't quite take the mark there. Here's Constanti, gets it back and miss. And Bice kick in, I think. Bice was flagged as the best coming through by Kaltumi, says Lyndon. It was obvious he was going to go well. You'll need patience. Oh, yeah, exactly. I knew he was going to be a good player. Like, he's a mature age guy. He's in there for a reason. I just couldn't get him this week, so I wanted Marek. And I wanted Bice to not... I didn't want Bice to kill it. I want him to just... I want him to go okay. Like a 70 or an 80 would be fine. But he's looking like he could even ton up at the moment, the way he's playing. So, is that... It's not Roberts, is it? No, Hamling. Henry, if Big X is Big X, does that make Daniel Little X? I like that one. Bice is on 48. God damn it. Here's Parker again. Like, I'm not going to lose points in terms of, like, on field this week. No, not many anyway, but obviously just... I don't want him to go up an obscene amount of money because it might then be very touch and go to if I can afford him or not. I afford him in Taranto, which is what I want to do. Anyone else rank taking in this game? She's when Bison is flying up the rankings, says Hexen. Yeah, probably. That would be a big call. Oh, sorry, a big reason why. What were the CBAs actually for Gold Coast and Adelaide today? Dawson had the most again for the Crows. O'Brien 24, Saligo 22, Rankin had 20. So good to see Dawson again having... how much percent was that actually? Was that another... There's Curtis again. Curtis is a good player. Just a bit of a grub. What was Dawson's percentage of CBA today? So, Rob had 24. Silthorpe had 6, so that's 30. So you had 24 of 30. So 24 divided by 30 times by 100. Yeah, so Dawson had 80% CBAs again. And if anyone said to me at the start of the year if he was going to have 80% CBAs, I would have said he's going to be very, very good. Curtis with a goal. So North just staying in touch. 15 points away now. Trade in Bice this week. Super happy right now, says Matt. Yep, yeah, you'd be happy. Bice has been going well. Lyndon, I set an alarm for 3 a.m. Texas time to check if Bice was the sub. If he was, I would have gone Sanders to Marek. I'm glad I missed my alarm, says Lyndon. Stop sulking, Bales. What am I sulking about, Lyndon? I was just reading some messages coming through on my phone. So if you're wondering why I was looking down, that might have been why. Wasn't Dawson on 34 at half time? Huge second half, says Trent. Yes, he was. Yep. Oh, she's again. My God, this is ridiculous. He's on 80 now. Surely they make a change at half time. Hamling free kick. Short to McCartan. Not 15, apparently. Oh, Big X. Oh, come on, Big X. I just wish he took a couple more of these big contested marks. LDU. Trying to find Simpkin. Oh, well done by Simpkin there. Good turn. Bad kick, though. Straight to Blakey. Is Roberts on the bench at the moment? Because I don't see him at the moment. There's Florent. Dawson VC Friday night, easiest decision of my life, says Jordan. Thursday night it'd be there, but yes, he's probably going to be a very popular VC on the Thursday night against Geelong. Wonder if O'Connor will go to him. That's obviously what I'll be watching. Sydney just chipping around the back at the moment. No Roberts. Bice not really getting involved with the chip at the moment, but he's still obviously going really well. Inboard to Campbell. Into Roberts. There's Roberts. Oh, Bice could actually get it here, you know. Bice +6 coming up. He slipped, but he still took the mark. God damn it. Bice is such a good player. I need him next week. I wanted Marek this week. Couldn't get Bice this week, and I wish I got Bice. Caden Cleary holding the ball. Free kick. I'd Taylor Bice all week, then switch my Sanders to Rankin this morning. Not enjoying my honeymoon with Rankin, says Hutch. Simpkin, nice pirouette. Yes, agreed. It was a nice pirouette, but yes, that sucks with Rankin, but he'll be fine. He'll be fine. Ranking, tanking, but with 11 and a captain tomorrow, hoping to see some moves. Nicky Joe, do you think the game has changed this year a little and it's not favouring Ruckman so far? Yeah, that's a point. Yep. Probably you'd say that to start the year. Oh, Lyndon, thanks, mate. Thank you for the super chat, mate. Very much appreciate it. First one tonight, so thank you very much, mate. Come on, fantasy community, get around this man. That's what you did. You stuck it right up, a national treasure. Thanks, mate. Really appreciate the kind words there in the super chat. And Warner with a goal. Can we keep Davidson at F6? I have rookies in mids and defence to worry about first. Yeah, Shannon Davidson can easily stay at F6 for the time being. Yeah. I'm benching him for 1 week, but I feel nervous benching him for a week. Bice on 54. He is the second highest scoring Sydney player. Oh, damn it. And it's a high scoring fantasy game as well, right? I was just hoping he wouldn't go big, but he's going to go big, isn't he? He's going to make it really tough for me to afford Taranto next week. Because if people missed it before, my trades I want to go Wicks up to Taranto, which I'll need about 440k. Oh, hang on. So if I go Wicks up, I need about 450-ish K roughly. And if I go Taylor Bice, I'm going to make myself at least 200k, and I got 4, so I'll have 420. So I'll be pretty close, but obviously that's why I don't want Bice going 100, because I want to be able to get these trades done. Want to get forward, says Nate Morgan. Yeah, he's in the mix, definitely, for sure. Nicky Joe Caruso, I've got Pryor, Reed, Trainer in a rotation for D6. How am I going to wet Bice in? Well, if you had a Fraser, you could go down to Bice and have 2 defender rookies if you wanted. That might be what a lot of people are going for. Or you have 1 in utility. That would be the one way you look at it. Bice will be 371k if he goes 100. Okay, so 371k. If I go Taylor down, let's say Taylor loses 7k this week. Just let off. Oh, my God. That kick from Laddams was one of the worst kicks I've ever seen. Almost missed his boot. So 371k. If I go Taylor down 620, so what's that? 250k. So that means I'll have 475k in the bank. Put that on top of Wicks. So let's say Wicks didn't make anything. Let's say Wicks lost 6k. So he's 450. What did I say? What did I say? 475. Add 450. Yeah, I'll be able to get Taranto. I'll be getting by like 20k. So I'll still be able to get it really, but I'd prefer Taranto not to go 100, because then it makes my other rookie scores not work well. And I'd prefer to save a bit of cash, so I'd go into next week with like 50, 60k in the bank, right? So I've got Reed Trainer. Yeah, so 4, that kick says out. Yeah, it's awful. Thought you were on Doc Bale, says Stephen Neal. Yeah, I was. Yeah, Doc was someone I was looking at, but Carlton fans saying he's not probably going to be, might not be there. And if I can go Wicks to Taranto, I had a bit more of a play around with it last night. He might be someone I'm looking at. Lyndon, I'm tempted to loop Bice with Fraser Crane and put Reed on field. Can you loop Reed and put? Can you loop Reed instead? Oh no, you're saying Bice because he plays the second game. Sorry, so that's probably why. I don't know. I feel like I'd almost play Bice straight up on field. You know, the way he's playing, the way he's looked. He scored 64 against Freo in a low-scoring fantasy game. 35 and a quarter and a bit against Brisbane. Now he's on 54. Like, he's one of these guys we need in our team, I think. So he's probably a very safe D6, I think, at the moment. Vince Cubes, what were your trades this week? And is McRae good captain because I didn't have Shees, or should I go Rosie? I think McRae's a safe 100. So if you want a guy just to get you 100, I think McRae's the guy. And my trades this week, Sanders to Marek and Campo to Marais. That's what I went with this week. Who do you think the best underpriced primo is if you paid up, or who would you go to? I'm looking at Taranto at the moment. 900k, put up 100 tonight or this afternoon. Got some good matchups to come, but there's a few guys, right? You got Dacos, you got Tom Green, you got not Dacos next week, to Sydney, but you got like Brayshaw, Tom Green, Sarong's getting cheap, Lockie Neal's cheap, Dylan Moore will get cheap at some point, Nick Martin will get cheap, Laird will now get cheap after being sub tactically today. So there's a few guys dropping in price. Lyndon, he's already in my bench scoring. I'm 1 round ahead of you, mate, says Lyndon. Oh, Lyndon, mate, just had to rub it in, didn't you, mate? Just had to rub it in and say you're around ahead of me. I feel like I am around behind people because I had to get Ashcroft and Lindsay in round 1. Still got Taylor. I do feel like I'm back. Baxter's back. Bales, my man, thoughts on Green captain this week? I like it. Judd Broomhall. Hey, Bales, hope you're doing well. Do I captain Connor Rosie or Jack McRae? I think I'm going McRae for the safety. I think. Cherry really poor, says Angus. Well, yeah, let's go through these scores, right? Because we haven't gone through the scores yet. So, what are we looking at halftime? So, Sheezer's on 80, absolutely racking up. Sucks not owning him, and he's going well. Curtis going well as well, 73. Lloyd, 71. Caleb Daniel, 68 is going well, which is good. Parker, 59. Bice, 54. Going along very nicely. Tom Power, 50. Heaney, 48. Blakey, 46. LDU, 43. Grundy's on 41. McKercher, 40. Caden Cleary, 37. Matt Roberts, 36. Cherry's on 32. Oh, my God. This is why we, and it's annoying, right? Because it's why we don't part for high-priced players, because they just do this. They drop low scores early. But it's not like there was a better option, right? It's almost like the best 2 rucks to pick was TDK and Luke Jackson. And I never would have picked Luke Jackson to start the year. But that was the pick. Go those 2, and then you go Jackson out when Darcy's back, and you bring in a Marshall who's dropped, or you bring in a Cherry when he drops or whatever. But yeah, 32 is just that shit. I know he's getting away like 3 or 4 free kicks, and he'd be over 40, but even still, he's just not looking like the same X that we saw last year. Just the tackling pressure's not there anymore. Like, he still wants to tackle every now and again, but it's not there as much. He's getting some of the ball right, but no marks, only 13 hit-outs. It's disappointing. And at the moment, he won't be counting our best 18 this week. Wick's on 26 as well. As long as he gets to over 40, then he gets his break even, but he's gone for me next week anyway. Whitlock, 25. Chad Warner, 25. Corey Warner's on 8. Geez, it's a bitter pill for people that brought him in last week to get Davidson, not making much cash. Jack Darling's on -9 at halftime. Would that have to be the biggest score, like lowest score ever at halftime? -9. That's really bad. But yeah, so what do we got here? What chat have I missed? Season over, was in the top 3 card. I think it's time to hit the big red button and trade in the secret weapon. Who's the secret weapon? I said that before. Same with Warner, says Angus. Dawson is the safest captain this year, says Lyndon. Agreed. Jacob Delaporte, the safest ship is ownership with Cherry, says Jacob. Yeah, right. And everyone's got Cherry pretty much. So, Lyndon, Luke Jackson could barely string a sentence together, but he's a bloody good footballer. Yeah, he's very good footy player. Yep. Limits Cherry to Briggs. If you got TD card, I'd just wait, because if Pitney comes back in, then yeah, Marco Jack Darling an option. Definitely not. Sean Wennell, is 2 defender rookies too much on field? No, Sean, it's not. No, not with Pryor, Bice, Train, and Reed all scoring well. I don't think it definitely isn't. I think it's probably the play you'd probably prefer. Should I do Gawn to Briggs, says Vince. That would be something I'd consider, yes, because Gawn just doesn't look the same. I know he's got some good matchups to come, but he couldn't even make the good matchup last night pay, so. RBL Mowbray, is it a must to trade in Whitfield, Zorko, or Sheasel next week if you don't have any of them? No, it's not a must, no. Sheasel's interesting if he's playing more of half-back, but Finn O'Sullivan's not playing, so they're just playing him there tonight because of it. I don't know. Secret weapon is the future Adelaide Premiership Ruckman. Oh, big filthy. When Bale says preferred, do it. What did I say? I can't even remember what I said preferred, Lynn, to be honest, but yeah. Mate, I haven't even said it tonight. We got 29 likes on the thing. Make sure you smash like on the video. We got nearly 100 watching, so let's get 100. The streak's still alive. We've had 7 watch-alongs in a row of 100 likes. So let's get 100 again. So smash up the likes. We've got 29. Let's try and get close to 100 before halftime ends. But if we can get like 50 or 60 before halftime ends, that would be fantastic. Should I wait to do Gawn to Briggs when Briggs break-even's lower? Well, it depends how he goes tomorrow. Right? If he goes 110, 120, then you're probably going to want to bring him in next week. RBL Mobro, I think I'm on the bright side, on the right side of my trade to Marshall. Well, yeah, looking like that at the moment, RBL, for sure. Up to 36 likes. Appreciate the few legends that just did it then, but keep smashing the likes. And let's try and get 100 before the end of the stream. Well, that's the thing. If TDK... I might even hold TDK with the West Coast matchup, even if Pitney comes back in. But if I was to do TDK down to Pitney next week, I'd make 200 and something K. I wouldn't be able to do the Taranto move. It's got to be Taylor out next week. Bales, if you go on Marek, says Lyndon. Yes, I have. I'm pretty keen on him as well. I think he'd go well. Sanders to Marek for me. JR, what do you think about Sam Flanders for next week? Yeah, he's an option. He's getting cheap now, so someone to keep an eye on. You could jump on him next week. I'd probably wait a week or two, but yeah, JR, for sure, he's someone that we got to watch. What's the highest fantasy score you've seen, says Limits? Buddy Franklin, 13, when he scored. Was it 211 points, 212, something like that? That was the one. I remember watching that game as well. I also saw Nick Rewalt score 200. Owned him as well for that game. I owned Buddy for the 213, but everyone pretty much did. Stanton 193, some big ones. There's like some Rocky and some Dane Swan and Tom Mitchell 180s, 190s. So, who I better go Marshall instead of Briggs or grab the cash? I'd go Briggs and get the cash because he's so cheap. He's going to be under 800k this week. Any other content creators go with Baz VC? I know Louis did. Actually, I'll check on the content creators cup. I know Louis did. No, Flanders has bleached hair. That's bad voodoo. No, so he's actually so Lyndon, he's actually changed it back. He's got brown hair now, so he's changed it. So it's not bad voodoo unless you're just talking about his photo. Then maybe. So I've dropped about 2,000 spots this game so far. So who have I got tomorrow? I've got Nasiah, Fraser, Rosie, Horn, Francis, O'Driscoll, Marias, McRae, Marek, Davidson. So I've got 9 tomorrow. So it seems like a lot. So content creators cup. Let's have a look. So Jaiden and Fry. So Jaiden brought in Zorko, and we had Zorko captain. He's got Rosie vice, so maybe just backed in Zorko and didn't worry about the VC. Fry had Baz VC, took that as so. Fry had Baz VC. I had Baz VC. Holmesy had Dawson captain. Lemon had Gawn captain. Jeppa took the Baz VC. Luke took the Baz VC. Heffer's got McRae captain. He had TDK VC. Louis took the Baz VC. John Holm, who's obviously the winner of the Content Creators Cup comp, he has Dunkley captain, 116. Jordox, Baz straight captain for him. Wow, straight captain for him. Joel's having a good week. Both his boys, Taranto, Walsh, tunning up for him. Mini Monk had Gawn VC, got Brayshaw captain. Sanch had Dawson captain and Gawn VC. MJ had Gawn VC and's got Tom Green captain. DC had Dawson captain with TDK VC. It says Mitch has Sanders VC and Reed captain, but we know that that's Baz, so he had Baz VC, Mitch. I know Tim. So Tim had Gawn VC, Dawson captain. Nathan had TDK VC and Dawson captain. And the final matchup, Jake has Sinclair captain and TDK VC. So a bit of a smoky one there for Jake. And then Harmy had Gawn VC and Dawson captain. So that's how in the Content Creators Cup, that's how everyone was looking. Walsh an option. I'm keen. Got good matchups to come, says Harry. Yep, he's an option for sure. Jacob, who's the next best player to score 200, do you reckon? Who's the next player to score 200, you reckon, Bales? It could be Dawson, you know. It could be. If he has a game where he has high 30s, he would be right up there. I just wonder if he is the guy that's going to accumulate high 30s in a game. But if he does, that could be it. We saw him go 170 against Collingwood, so. Adrian Unplugged Philippines says, play Garcia or Davidson. Oh, geez, this is a tricky one. Tricky. I still think Davidson's got the ceiling. So it depends how you're going, Adrian. But I'd almost back Davidson, but Garcia also with no steal could go all right. Should I trade out Cherry to Briggs as Zane? Not just yet. I'd see how he goes. Nicky Joe, every North game my rank plummets thanks to Cherry and Sheasel. Tony Ford, Humphreys from Geelong, good option, or stay away from the Cats. I think he's got away from us, I think, Tony. I probably wouldn't look at it. Zane, you reckon the Crows got robbed? Oh, mate, I did. I'm seeing it on the screen right now. I'm sick of seeing it. Mac Andrews just an idiot for going at Thilthorpe after the game. He had 4 kicked on him by Tex and Thilthorpe kicked 5. Mac Andrew was pretty shit today and going up to Thilthorpe talking shit after the siren. So, bit of a tosser, to be honest. Very good player, though. But, yeah, just keep it in check after the game. Cherry breaking 152 for tonight's game. Hope he doesn't lose too much. Says Tony, well, on the way, at the moment, he's going to be losing a lot, unfortunately. That Bulldog guy won. I hate Zorko captain this week. Which two should I trade out? Roberts, Holmes, Cherry, O'Sullivan, Rankin. I wouldn't trade any, to be honest. Roberts is still fine. He's someone that you could look at in a few weeks, but not at the moment. Holmes, you're not trading out. I wouldn't trade out Cherry. Finn O'Sullivan's probably on your bench, so I wouldn't trade. And Rankin, I definitely wouldn't be trading. Why they all have gone. For the matchup. And because the easier games, and they just didn't want to go Cherry, I guess. So I went TDK VC into Baz. Very happy. Says, ouch. Congrats, mate. Baz, very good. What about Cherry? We can't hold, surely, says Andrew. I'm probably going to hold. Lyndon has, not Dawson. Who is it then, Lyndon? Who would you pick? I'm just saying, I think he's got one of the most well-rounded fantasy games that there is. He tackles, he marks, he kicks goals, he gets the ball. So if there is someone to get 200 at the moment, he would be up there. Maybe Marshall, maybe Cherry, some of these rucks maybe. So, G'day Bale says, Moonboy, our boy Rankin let us down today. Yes, mate. Agreed. Simpkin or Rankin, says Vince. Rankin. For Sanders, yep. Sanders to Rankin for me. I know he didn't go great today, but he gave away 5 free kicks. He'll be better. KO replaying the Rankin mark to upset the Crows fan says, ouch. Yeah, mate, I'm sick of them playing it, to be honest. Zane, should I play Horn Francis or Sam Davidson? You play Horn Francis. I think he goes well tomorrow. Moonboy, I'm a Gold Coast supporter, and even I think Crows should have won that. Well, there you go. And that's a Gold Coast supporter. Well, Moonboy, I think Gold Coast were the better team today. So I'm not going to argue that because they got the win, right? But the reason I'm more annoyed at the free kicks not pay at the end is that Crows weren't given the chance to win the game. So I'm trading O'Sullivan because he's on my ground. No other mids to replace, says that Bulldog go one. That's fair enough. Yep, fair enough. He can go then, if that's the case. Brent Daniel says Lyndon. That's not a bad shout, Lyndon. That's not a bad shout because he nearly went there last year. So Jesse Hogan's another one. Nearly went there. I could see Gaming kicking over 10 for some of these big key forwards. So Marshall can get 200, says Harry. Yeah, good shout. SDK to Bice next week, says Slipping Jimmy. Yep, I'm looking at Bice next week. Should I get in Nevitt, says Zane. I wouldn't be getting in Nevitt now. He's got plantar fascia as well, so I wouldn't be trading into him. Vince Hughes, what are the best defenders for 700k, 900k? Oh, geez, that's tough. Off the top of my head, I'm not sure. There's not many I like in that price range because otherwise I'd be shopping in there. But Tom Stewart's probably the best one if you don't have him. Jordan Lane, I had work last night. What was SDK's role? Was he scoring, make his role better than what it should have been? I think the Melbourne matchup helped a lot. He racked up. He was on like 50 at three-quarter time, playing defense. He played a lot of defense, played some chipping out in the ruck. But yeah, I'd still be trading. But if Stanley's not there, maybe you could hold. I think Caldwell and Dunkley could both have a game of 200. Yeah, Dunkley could be. Caldwell, yep, another one that maybe. Cherry not 100%, is he? Something off. No, he looks fine. Just not scoring. He's just not tackling, not holding marks. He dropped an easy mark as well. He definitely should be over 40, but any adjustments at halftime? Let's have a look. Any adjustments for any scores? Robert's still 36. Cherry's still 32. Yeah, so nothing. No scores adjusted or anything at the moment, unfortunately. I could also trade Callaghan if he doesn't do good against the Eels, but he should do well, says that Border Go on. Yeah, I think he will. I think Callaghan's a hold. I think he'll go well tomorrow. SDK played very well as a football, not as a fantasy scorer. Yep, Lyndon, very good point. Yep, he played well. But yeah, that won't be consistent. It was just a good matchup. Hall or Marais this week? Marais, Zane. Marais for sure. Tony Ford, could you play 6 rookies on field next week if they're Ashcroft, Marais, Davidson, Garcia, Pryor, and Bice? I don't really see Garcia as a rookie. He was over 400k, but if you want to count him, I think that's fine. I think all those guys can score well, so that would be fine. Joel Willingale, Cherry and Grundy going head-to-head in a good matchup. Cherry giving away too many free kicks. Yes, agreed. Who would you trade in for SDK and Fraser, says Vince. Oh, Vince, it's tricky because I don't know the rest of your team. I'm not sure. Stuart would be a guy that I'd look at. But we still have 4 games to go. We don't know what's going to happen. There might be someone that pops their head up. But Stuart would be the one that just pops to mind. Marco, is Levi Ashcroft on track for DPP? Yes, he'll get forward. He will get forward status. Him and Lawler. So that'll be good to put them in the forward line. Yeah, make sure you guys keep smashing the likes. We're on 42. We've got over 90 people watching, so make sure you keep smashing the like on the video. We want to keep our run of having over 100 likes on the stream going. We've had our last 7, so we want to go make it 8 today. So with 90 people watching, let's try and get to 90 likes. Takes 2 seconds, helps out the channel a bunch. If you smash a like, so please do. That will be very much appreciated. Do you know any other DPPs, says Vince? There'll just be some ones like Fino Sun will get defender status, Davidson will get mid status. A few other guys will get some like statuses, but like Petrarca might get forward status. I don't know if Tuke will get it. Chad Warner might get it. I don't know if I just said Chad Warner, but Petrarca. There'll be a few guys there, but we'll see it after the end of next round. Thoughts on Lawler's game today, says Harry. Oh, he's fantastic. Look great. Good for cash as well. Nicky Joe, Bales, I'm from Adelaide too, but no idea how Brosterstein will play. Any thoughts? I want to bring in Brayshaw next week versus Richmond. I'm not sure how to play either, but I think Brayshaw will still go big next week. Most rookies getting DPP, says Angus. Fallen Wrath, is my season over with Zorko captain? No, it's not. No. Just you might lose 40, 50 points, but that you can still call them back. Ouch. Who would you trade out of Foss and Closey next week? Both cash gen guns, but slow. I'd probably trade Closey, to be honest. He's playing well, but he hasn't scored great, even playing full games, and he could be sub at any point. So I would trade him if you can. That Bulldog guy won. Next week, Sheasel VC and maybe sneak in a Rosie captain only because I want to do the loophole for Sheasel. If he does good next week, because I want Sheasel double score. Don't mind it, mate. Don't mind it. Should I get Garcia, says Zane? You could. Not a bad option, but I just wonder what he'll do with Steele back. There's Cherry got the hit out and Cherry got the kick. Big X tackle, unless it's a high tackle. Better not be. No, Big X got the tackle. So Big X, good start. Got a kick, got a couple of hit outs and a tackle already. Big X looks like he's stalking these contests at the moment. So we could get some frees against, or we also get a few tackles coming here. Grundy did win that one, though. Had bloody Lawler on my bench for Sid, says Campbell Baldwin. Yeah, I would have done the same, right? I didn't expect a 95 from Lawler. I only had him on the bench emergency loot because I have Finn O'Sullivan, Hasty, and Lindsay, and I wasn't going to play any of those guys, obviously, over Lawler. So, Vince Coos, is there a way to send you a photo of my team so you can tell me who I could get? Yeah, so you can either go to, so you got Ask Me on Q, spelled qu.com/AFL Fantasy Fanatics to send through the teams there. Or if you want to become a Patreon member, you get the Ask Me on Q certs for free. So you can have up to 1 team review per week. You get 1 team review a week. So if you want to do that, Vince, then you can head to patreon.com/AFL Fantasy Fanatics. Links for both are in the description if you want to check out either of them. Let's go BX says Fallen Wrath. Yeah, it's a good start, so we need to keep going. Actually, next week, Bailey Smith, VC, and Sheasel captain. Who's Baz got next week? Oh, he's got the Crows. I'd probably prefer, if you got Dawson, I think Dawson VC could be the play. I haven't even looked at it yet, but yeah, it'll be interesting to see who we go next week. free against Corey Warner. Wow, this is not good by Corey Warner. Anyone that I trade him into an RDT, and a few people trade him obviously get Davidson's score. This is not looking great at the moment. I think he's on 5 points. Lyndon, Dan Curtin starting to fulfill promise again as a football, not a fantasy scorer. Yeah, he's looking good. He's looking good. I think showing that Nixie and that did well last year, not playing him as much and getting him to improve a bit. Sheasel handball. Parker handball. Big X is in the middle. No, not going there. But they go to Darling on a one-on-one contest. There's Sheasel again with a handball. And no, I thought Zaha might have got that there. Wicks. Don't know if that'll be counted as a tackle, but Sheasel again. My God, he's just racking up. Got the kick away. There's Roberts' handball. Wicks kick coming up. Good Wicks. Just get like 10, 15 more points, or get more, but at least 10, 15 more points and I'll be happy. Brayshaw VC against Richmond, says Steve-O. Yep, good shout. Yep, don't know when he plays in the round, but good shout. Fallen Wrath, I was really hoping owners of Dawson would really not get kissed, but they did. I wouldn't say kissed. It's not really kissed because Dawson's that sort of player, right? He can just rack up. He fills all the stat lines, and he did. It was a low-scoring fantasy half. Like, I think Noah Anderson and Matt Rell were both sub 40 in the first half as well. I think it was only Peatling on 70 and Witts on 52. They were the only two players over 50. It was a low-scoring first half, but it got a bit better in the second half. When does North run open up so I can get Sheasel? About round 10 is when it really opens up, but they got the buy in round 12, so he could be a target after his buy. There's Chad Warner, handball. Oh, dangerous kick. Gets it to LDU, though. Where's Big X? There's Big X up the line. Go to Big X. Go to Big X. He's got no one on him. Go to Big X. He's free. Go to Big X. He's got no one on him. He's got McLean standing next to him, and they're going to switch it. What was the point of that? They had Big X with no one really on him. Well, he's actually deep. Go, switch it. Switch. No. Oh, Sheasel right there. Sheasel better not kick a goal. He missed it. Thank God. Have Sheasel in Supercoach, and he's already got the ton, says Jordan Lane. I got him in Supercoach as well, and I got him in RDT and a few other places, but Fantasy is the only place I don't really have him, which is a shame. Roberts with the kick in. Get it back to Roberts. Yes. Couple of kicks for Roberts. Love to see it. Straight to Comben, though. Hayward did well there. Probably not a mark, because I think Comben actually got first hands to it, but it was paid. What happened to Laird, says Steve-O? Just tactically sub with the 5 day, with the short break. They subbed him out. So, yeah, tactical, though. I guess good for us because he was about $1 million. He's been pretty consistent. He'll drop in price and be an option for us in a couple of weeks, I reckon. If you guys have had any questions when I've missed it, then feel free to put them back in. There's been a lot of chat tonight, so I may have missed it. Wick's a hold if he goes 110, says Henry. If he went 110, he would be a hold, but I don't think he's going 110. I'm not trading Zorko, but I'm also not putting him as my captain again, says that Bulldog guy one. Who have Brisbane got next week? They got another good matchup, I think. I would hit the like button if I could find the bloody thing, says Gavin me. Well, we got over 50, so appreciate everyone's liked so far. We need 49 more likes to get to 100. It should just be on the screen there, Gavin. Should just be there. Oh, I found it. There you go. Cool. Appreciate smashing the like there, mate. We're up to 53. Keep smashing them. Smashing the likes, I should say. Warner on 5 is not good. Better than Nevitt, though, says Lyndon. Yeah, take the positive there, but Warner might just be the worst player in the AFL, says Tom Elliott. I think he's better than that, but New Year, same roost, says Marco. Oh, they're still improving, Marco. The young team. Did you hold Lindsay this week, says Vince. Yes, I did. Could Dawson be getting a tactical sub? We've had Rankin and now Laird, says Henry. He could, but I don't know if he'd be I don't think they'll sub him out. I think he'll be the guy that would get a rest for like 15 minutes on the bench. Will Laird get defender status, says Jordan? Oh, definitely. Yep, he's played full defence for the year, so he'll definitely get defender status. Even if he played full-time in the next game, he will get defender status. He's one you can lock in. So here's Caden Cleary. Couldn't pick it up. Just tapped it, so didn't get a touch. And Ladham's free. So, yeah, North, that's a 50 as well. Yeah. North not playing too great to start the quarter. What's a decent score this week, says Cactus MTB. I'll ask you that tomorrow. I'm not sure what a decent score is, to be honest. Very, very hard to sort of gauge at the moment. And please don't say you still have Taylor, says Lyndon. I do, mate. I do have Sam Taylor. Unfortunately, I wanted Marek. So that's the reason Taylor's still there, because I wanted Marek. But Taylor to Bice next week is what I want to do. So, Jai Tanner, honestly, mate, your dedication and hard work is much appreciated. Keep it up, dude. Thanks, Jai, mate. Very much appreciate the kind words there. Unlike the sub Dawson, he's the captain, says Angus. Darling -7, says Jimster. Matt Young, could I go SDK to Stewart and either TDK to Cherry or to Marshall next week? I don't mind the first trade. The second one, I'd do TDK to Briggs, if anything. Ladham's best kick in the AFL. Nicky Joe, did you field Taylor this week? No, I benched him. So he was on field, but I'm taking the train to 74. So, detached out. She's playing half back. I'm not watching. My brother's account's flying. She's playing a bit all over the shop at the moment. He's playing midfield, bit of half back, bit of bit of forward time as well. So almost playing at probably a better role than what he's played lately, but still a role that's all over. Team value 20.4 for his brother. That's going along very nicely. Big X. Free kick against Roberts, so that's probably like one of the worst results that could have happened. But Big X, points coming here. Big X has started well this quarter, getting a few points, getting a couple of points here, which is good. His Tom Paz Tog issue constantly hanging around 75%. Oh, yeah, it is, yeah. He's not, it seems like he's not the guy that's playing. That's not an advantage. She's just got a kick. Fantastic. Yeah, 20.4 team value is great. Detached edits. Very nice. What's Sheasel on now? I'm refresh the scores. 94 for Sheasel. That's not great. And Curtis lining up for goal. Caleb Daniels on 68. I think he hasn't touched this quarter. Where's Big X? Is he in the 40s? Yeah, 45. He's slowly creeping up. Matt Roberts, 41, obviously gave the free kick away, but at least they're in the 40s now. If they can get to somewhere around the 65 mark at three-quarter time, 70, not disaster. And Paul Curtis. Oh, Big X. Oh, he should have had it. He should have marked that. Big X should have marked that, and he would have been lining up for goal. Would Fraser to Bice next week be good? Potentially Sevo, yep, potentially. Would you still consider Whitlock, says Vince? Not sure, depends what he scores, but I'd rather Bice if you don't have him. Yeah, bloody X should have marked that. That's disappointing. Went through his hands. That's a pretty easy mark as well. He should be lining up for goal. Who are you most keen on, Chera, Taranto, or Doc? I think Taranto for me at the moment, but don't mind Chera, don't mind Doc as well if you can't get to Taranto. Nice donut quarter for Bice, says Nicky Joe. He was started on the bench, so he came on. So that's the reason he didn't score. So he'll play the rest of the quarter, so he's fine. Roberts kick in, and he played on as well. Is Petrarca a trade even with his great runs, says Liam? I'd be holding because he'll probably get forward status. So I'd be holding personally. Into Roberts, not a great. Oh, it's a mark to Roberts. I don't know if they pay it, but handball. Here's Bice with a kick. Bice hadn't scored this quarter, which is good for us. Not says Jordan, because he was on the bench. Lyndon Jai, agree, mate. Vince Cubes, do you know what's happening with Power? He's in my team and he hasn't scored anything since half-time. I don't know if he's started on the bench or not, but his time on ground obviously is a little bit frustrating at times. So, Bales, I'm losing my mind having X and Gorn, says Fallen Wrath. Yeah, sorry, mate. They've both been pretty average to start the year. Obviously, first game, X was good, but since then wasn't as good. 94 for Shees is fantastic, says Lyndon. I wonder if you're an owner, Lyndon. I wonder if you've got Shees on your team. Why are you keen on Taranto being pretty poor to start the year, says Angus? Because he's dropped in price, handball for Big X as well. Dropped in price, he's had tough matchups. He went Carlton in round 1, had 30 touches, just didn't get the marks or tackles. Round 2, he had Port, got a 70. Didn't get the mark. Didn't get marks, got tackles though. Then played St Kilda, got tagged by Windhager and got 89, which is solid. And then he got 100 against Brisbane. And his run now opens up for the next 6 weeks. He's just an underpriced guy that I think is the sort of guy I'm looking at. Okay, he might not go and do well from now on, but I think he could be solid. And if he goes at 100, I'm pretty happy with that pick. There's Wicks, handball for Wicks. Roberts with a kick. Going to switch it to Florent. Someone said Jordan's on Sheasel, says Slipping Jimmy. Is he? I've honestly I've not noticed Jordan on him, but he could be. I maybe just haven't seen it as much. Whitlock looks okay. He reminds me of Westhoff, says Nicky Joe. Wait, so what happened there? Caleb Daniels got the free kick. Something happened. There's Whitlock, handball to Sheasel. And that'll be a tackle for Bice. God damn it. So Sheasel gets the handball and Bice gets the tackle. Really can't afford bloody Bice going nuts. Someone, that Bulldog guy won. Could sneak an O'Sullivan and either TDK or Cherry and hope to get either Gawn or Briggs and hope that I still have enough for him for mid, but no decent rooks either. So Lawler an option. I wouldn't pay it for Lawler, no. He's going to be near 500k. You've missed the boat if you don't have him at the moment. Bit of a score recheck near halfway through the quarter. Bice up to 61 as well. So everyone's saying about Bice hadn't scored, but he was on the bench and he's now up to 61. He's still one of only 6 players to be over 60. So he's still going well. To my slight annoyance, I don't want him going much more than 90, preferably. She's 196. That's just hurting my rank. Like I'm having a good week, and I just don't need players I don't own to also go big, because then I don't gain rank. Is Cherry over 50 yet? Roberts on 49, Cherry 47. So they're getting there. Don't know if Big X is on the bench at the moment or not. No, he's not. No, he's there. They bypassed him, though. They've gone to LDU. There's Big X gone forward. Yeah. It's gone too far for him, though. And Bice is going to take them. Bice is going to take an uncontested mark. Seriously? This is why I just can't have nice things. I just cannot. So he's kicked to Roberts at least. So Roberts +6. But still, I can't seem to gain any ground. Like, I have a good week, and then the players I don't own also go big. Go to Wicks, Lloyd. Go to Wicks. Wicks is right there for you. Good. He's gone to Wicks. +6 for Wicks, which is nice. And he's going to go to Bice. God damn it. He's going to ton up. And I'm going to miss a ton that I should have grabbed. And I could have gone him over Marek. This not starting Ashcroft and Lindsay still My fucking God. Stop kicking it to Bice, man. He's going to be on 80 now in the blink of an eye. 79. Fucking hell. This is going as worse as what it could have. Really is. See what I mean? Like, I have a good weekend of fantasy and I think it's going well, and then I just get slapped in the face with something. And there'll be people out there that would have benched Bice to get trainers 74 as well. But this is just... He's on 79. Absolutely racking up. Power falling off the screen says 77. Yeah, he's been quiet. Lyndon, I may have asked this before, but what was your best ever finish? I got 112 in 2020, COVID year, luxury trading, max effed me. I think it's like just inside top 500, I think. Boss doing this will be awesome, especially with the inevitable Mariah sub tomorrow, says pack him up. Well, Mariah's has been named on field, so I doubt he'll be the sub. Nate Morgan went SDK to Holmes, if only it was Bice. Bice's Will Dav last week for you, says Harms. Agreed. Liam DMD, how early is too early to regret going Marek over Bice? We'll see what Marek does tomorrow, but it's just more annoying because I might not be able to afford my trades next week if he keeps doing what he's doing. I was hoping that North, bit of a trickier matchup, not easy, and he would just get a 70 and go, cool, I want to get him in, but not ton up. Like, miss for Cleary. I swapped from Bice to Marek last minute. Also, I traded out Will Ashcroft after his bad start, says Amy Dixon. Yeah, that's frustrating. Typical fantasy, unfortunately, that players you trade out. Look at Hollands, Perryman, all these guys, people trade out and they go well. Will we ever consider Hollands again because he has West Coast and North in the next 3 weeks, says Vince. Not to bring in this week. This year, sorry. I wouldn't bring him in this year. Daniel come to a standstill, says Zane. Hopefully he gets going soon, but he was doing all right, so it's fine. The only positive with Bice doing what he's doing is at least he's made it known I have to bring him in next week. Like, Taylor to Bice next week is the most obvious trade I'll make. I filled a trainer instead of Bice because of the 74, says Cactus. Yeah, and see, that's annoying, right? You lock in the 74 and he's already passed it and he's still got a quarter and a bit to go. It's just frustrating, but it just means that my Lawler 95 is not really going to mean much. I got clear at 230k. Happy with how 50 so far, says Campbell. Yeah, he's going okay. Yep. He's definitely an option I'll bring in a week or two maybe if he keeps going. Bice obviously next week, but Cleary could be the rookie after. That's almost a dangerous tackle from Parker there. So thanks, Lyndon, for the super chat, mate, but he's happy with Bice. I'm not happy with Bice, mate. I didn't want him going this well. Like, I want him going well to an extent because then I know I can bring him in and he'll stay in the team, but I didn't want him going this well. What happened to Zorko, says Dill Jonesy. Just didn't get involved as much today as what he normally does. Bit quiet. Or could trade O'Sullivan and maybe Holmes and get Bice and could sneak in a Hugh McCluggage or sneak in a Dersma. I'd get Bice in, but I wouldn't be. I don't think I'd be trading Holmes. I'd be keeping Holmes. Amadi, good mark. Should I keep Price, says Zane. Yeah, I would. Yep, I'd keep him. Slipping Jimmy. Bice outscoring Mazorko trade in for captain this week. Yeah, so that's what I mean, right? Fantasy in a nutshell right there. I went Perryman to Rankin, worst trade all year, says Fallen Wrath. I don't think it was the worst trade. I would have done it. Just unfortunate the way it worked out. Vince Cubes, do you think we trade out Tom Power next week if you have him or not worth it? I'd still hold, I think. Had Zorka captain and didn't take Dawson's 118. Yeah, I would have taken the 118 Campbell, but yeah. My line's always 110. And goal from Marty. Still 6 minutes to go as well. Like, Bice could bloody ton up before bloody half time, you know. See, he's going well, but I want bloody guys like Roberts racking up, and I want bloody Big X to start getting going. He's on 47 still. He's had 15 points for the quarter, but just not doing much. Are you interested in Harvey? You're talking about Langford, Zane? I'm probably not looking at the moment. He only got like a 36, if that's who you're talking about. Tony went Holmes and Bice are sort of happy. Yeah, Holmes disappointed, but Bice obviously is going well. Next week was planning Wicks to Bice via DP and Sanders to Rankin, but not sure if I'll be able to afford it now with Bice scoring so well. Sad time, says Amy. Hopefully you can, Amy. Yeah, I'm not sure if he can though. Who's been subbed out? Because Hardiman's on. Is it Whitlock that's been subbed out? Looks like it. See, that should be a free kick for X. Yeah, big X. Free kick. So he'll be on 50 now, which is good. Oh my God, and Bice is getting it. Bice is just racking up these fucking intercept marks. It is absolutely ridiculous. He's on 85. Oh my God. Just when I start planning a little bit and I've got all the shit players out of my team, I'm probably going to bloody not be able to do the trades I want. Come on, X. Dropped another mark again. Fucking seriously. This is definitely the first shit fantasy game of the weekend, that's for sure. Players I don't own going big. Players I've got doing shit. And again, going towards Bice. Stop kicking it near Bice, man. He's got enough points already. Owners would be very happy with an 85. Leave it at this. Don't score any more from here, please. Because if you do, he's the third highest scoring player for the game. 10 marks. And I guarantee I'll trade him in next week and he'll get a 50. How do we think Marias will go? Pretty much everyone who counts has brought him in. I think he'll go well, Linden. St Kil's a good matchup. I think he'll go well tomorrow. Take trainer score field Fraser, says Liam. Tricky one. Depends who your bottom four scorers are and what you're looking like. I'd probably still back in Fraser, but it depends how you're going. Is Roberts to Bice the move? Seems Bice is taking Roberts' points, says Hexen. I wouldn't probably do that big. If Roberts goes, I think he goes up. He's expensive. That he's not going to be much to go up. What's your current ranking, says Vince. Not sure. I'll check after the game. Take train. Yeah, set at 4 from Liam. How do we set at 4? I think I'll be able to afford him, says Limits. That Bulldog guy one says, well, my defense is Zorko, Sheasel, Hones, Roberts, Short, and Travalia, and my bench is Reed and Leak. Currently, I've got 279k. I can trade any of them defenders with O'Sullivan. Probably have no money for a mid. I'd go Leak to Bice if you can make that happen. Trent Ovenden, bloody Bice, looks a real player. Oh, he's a great player, but this is the one week I didn't want him going big. Because it's meaning my trades might not work. Now, hey, Bells, Captain Zorko now have Warner 5. I'm going to quit. The umps were terrible today. Oh, mate, the umps, I've gone about from, oh, man. Jordan Lane, geez, X is going to get cheap if he doesn't get going soon. That Bulldog guy won. The only way I can have money is to have Lindsay play next week and put O'Sullivan on the bench. Hopefully Lindsay plays next week. Pissed off that Bice, I took trainer score over Bice, but at least I got him, I guess, says Footy Frenzy. One nurse is Warner doing, says Ben. Well, nothing. He's been so quiet, hardly noticed him. There's a big X. Oh, play. Oh, fuck off. That's not in the back, you stupid prick. God, these umpires are shit this weekend. Actually, no, not just this weekend. They're always shit. But this has just been unbelievably shit. Now, Hanson, please kick to Big X. Go to Daniel. Daniel Short. There's Scott. Darling, good mark. Come on, X. Push forward. Get forward. You got X. Colby. No, he's gone Morse. Parker. That'll be another goal for North. Should I be happy? I own Bice but didn't have him on fields as Cactus. Yeah, because people that don't have him now have got to get him in and he's going to be expensive. So he was 280k. It's probably going to go up like near 100k, which again is more cash I'm missing out on that I thought maybe Marek I'd be able to get it with, but I just can't seem to catch up at the moment. I feel like I feel like every move I make, I'm like a step behind everyone else. I thought this week was finally starting to catch up, but then Bice doing what he is. Like, it feels like after next week, I might finally catch up, but who knows what carnage I'll get, and then I won't catch up still. Sean Frater, Bice. Dawson got 118, says Zane. Should I crash out Zorko, captain, plus Warner? I want to, says Ben. Oh, it's best 18 at least with the Warner one. But yeah, it's obviously you'd prefer him not to be scoring like that. Here's Bice again. Handball moves to 87 now. Oh, Simpkins injured. Something's happened. Just hobbling around. Might have to come off. Don't exactly know what happened. Knee, maybe? Maybe a knee knock. Oh my God, who's that? They're in acres of space. Is that Jordan? Yeah. It'll turn Bell, says Trent. Oh, mate, I really hope so. I really hope so. It just doesn't seem like it will. Zane, calm down, Bells, watch the language. Oh, Zane, mate, it's been a tough day. It's hard to watch the language, mate. It really is. But apologies, excuse my French if anyone heard anything there. Definitely think I missed the boat of the double downgrade. This was the week to do it. There was talks of it all week, says Nate. Yeah, well, I obviously went Sanders down to Marek, and then I just went Campo to Rice, but I thought this was a good week for double downgrade. Paul Bell's like a deflated balloon, says Lyndon. Oh, mate, you've got no idea. Detached edits, thank God I got Bice. Vince, what's your highest ranking been for fantasy at the end of the year? Just inside top 500, I'm pretty sure. Did you do a double downgrade, says Fallen I got cash from Sanders to Marek, but just went Campo across to Marais. And there's Bice again with a handball. Make that 89. McCann, please go to Roberts. Please tell me Roberts is... Please tell me Roberts is short. Are you kidding me? Oh, man. He just keeps racking up these plus sixes. He really does. Like, how does Bice get free on a half-forward flank? He's such a good player, and I really want him, and I wish I had him. Why don't I have him? Cleary debuting having CBA, says Campbell. Bice might give Cunningham a shake when he comes back. Oh, Bice ain't getting... No, there's no way Bice is getting dropped. There's no chance. Ankle, says Duangus McBain. Sinners Moses, maybe. Henry V. Tough watches, fading, drop much, slow. Jordan Lane, Bice goes up 100k if he gets 110. Yeah. So it's 240k, which means I get 260. That's going to be really, really tight with trades, which is going to make it really annoying. Bice rocking the Lloyd Mo, says Ben Moustache. Daniel, he's playing the Gordon role. Oh, he's looking fantastic. It's just frustrating. Lyndon, the problem is you look purely from a fantasy perspective. The game doesn't work like... Oh, no, Lyndon, I know that. I know. It's just very frustrating when fantasy... I can just never have it my way. It's always something. Always something pops up. I feel like I'm ahead. Then I get a slap in the face saying I'm not. Happy Cherry struggling, says Plummo. 41-point quarter for Bice, have mercy, says Hexon. Yeah, 41 points. Get absolutely screwed. And not you get screwed. The whole just fantasy gods just... No, he's on 95. Oh my God. I thought he was on 89. He got plus 6 I forgot about. So if he goes 120 and he goes up 110k, it's just the whole point of I'm trying to get my team value up, and I can't because these guys I don't have keep going up insane amounts of money. See what I mean? Every time I do a watch along, I just cannot enjoy anything. Every time I have a watch on, there's something that pisses me off. And tonight it's Bice. And X and Roberts doing shit. Like, Roberts on 55. Cherry's on 53. Like, what is this shit? What world are we living in that Bice is nearly outscoring both of them combined? Like, just this whole... why do I do fantasy? Why? Just don't understand. I really don't. Ben, why didn't Rankin get a free kick for his chase down tackle? Mate, why did the umpires not do a lot of things in that game today? They were just atrocious. It's just luck at this point, says Ben. Agreed. About time the Cherry TDK ruck combo was suffering, says Plumbo. Oh, mate, I don't want you wishing Cherry's doing crap because I've already got to deal with not having Bias. I can't afford bloody players I've got to be doing this shit. How was Roberts on 55, says Fallen Wrath? I don't know, mate. He's just playing shit again. At least you have the Smith VC, says Henry. No, but Henry, that's not the point, though. That's not the point. I make some good calls, but I just don't gain ground. Like, for example, I'm happy for Mitch last week, but Mitch had 2001, moved up heaps of ground. And I was thinking, well, if things keep going my way this round, I could move up 10k ranks and move up. But with Bice doing this well, with Cherry struggling, not having Sheasel, I'm not going to move up again as much as what I thought. It's just like, and I understand, okay, I got the Baz VC right. Cool. Great, I'm happy. But other things, I just like a round for me to get things right and start moving in the right direction. Fact speaker agreed. Bales, I'm in the exact same boat. Bice must have D5 for me, says Andrew. Got Bice, Miss Orko, Miss Rankin, Captain Smith. Sorry, Bales, but I'm stoked. Yeah, no, and I'm happy for you, footy frenzy. I'm happy for people doing well. It's just hard when my team just continues to screw me over and I just can't enjoy a weekend. Like, I already had the Crow shit today and I was thinking all I want is just a good watch along and can't even enjoy that. If Bice gets over 115, I'll wear a Collingwood outfit and put their song on for 10 hours straight and scream Collingwood's the best every 10 minutes. Oh, mate, I think you might be in for that. He only needs 20 points to get to 115. Andrew, move Roberts and Fraser. But my point is I'm upgrading a rookie to bench a rookie in the midfield so I can get Taranto. And I'm not going to be able to do that the way it's going. And I'm not keeping Taylor. He's going next week. What have I missed? The reporters flagged these rookies before the start of the season, Bice and Lindsay. Yeah, they did. Yeah, and I wish I brought Bice in this week. But Marek and Marias, I went instead. I should have gone bloody Bice over Marias. Hey, Bowles, I take it you didn't bring in Bice, says James. Oh, James, man. It's just been a tough weekend, mate. It's been a very tough weekend. And it hasn't been a weekend of footy I've enjoyed. Really hasn't. Okay, Crows have won some games. Great. Enjoyed that. But I haven't had a weekend yet where Crows have won and I've enjoyed my fantasy weekend. It just hasn't happened. Sheldrick on. Probably not for Bice. Saka bench, says Nicky Joe Caruso. Is he really? And I think it's locked. I'm pretty sure it's... Why the hell are Arsenal benching Saka for? Yeah. So it's already locked out. And Saka's bench, so yeah, cool. Another fantasy platform giving me shit. Bice could get close to a Zorko captain score, says Hexen. Oh, yep, he could, definitely. There is one bonus. Sheasel had a shit third with only 18. He's still on 98 though, right? He's still going to go really well. Was Holmes getting tagged last night? Yeah, by Tom Sparrow. Who did Mitch have to score 2001? I can't remember who he had, but he went obviously pretty well. Why is Jordan tagging Parker? I need a massive quarter from X and a quiet quarter from Bice. That's a free kick for Cherry, surely. Don't know how he hasn't been given a free kick for pushing the back. Like, at the end of the day, 95 for Bice owners, you definitely take it. So let's agree that Bice not to score any points in this quarter. It's not going to happen, but... you picked me by like 12 points last week with O'Driscoll clutching and my damn Garcia 110 sitting unusable on the bench. Says Plummo. Warner to Bice next week. Warner's a joke. When I know if he goes 75, when I bring him in, he has a 15. Yeah, he's been poor. Actually, I didn't even check what was Wicks on at 3/4 time, because he's the other one I'm trading to buy, trading up next week. Is he over his break even at least? Just give me something. 37. His break even was 40, so okay, so he's not going to go down at least. So 456, I'll need roughly 444k. So I need to make 220 at least from Sam Taylor. So as long as Bice doesn't go over 400k, I should still be fine. But if Wicks can make some money, then that would be helpful. Got a handball there. Kick into Sheldrick. And Laddams, he's got Bice here for a handball. Yeah, there we go. There's Bice. He'll run in and kick goal here. Guarantee you. It's a great kick. Bice is so good. Bice ain't going anywhere. Bice is locked into this team. Like, there's no way he's getting dropped at all. Such a good player. He's so... right, and I'm not sitting here going, Bice is shit. He's scoring because he's shit. He's great. Looks a great player, but 11 marks... he just looks so good, and it's so hard not owning him. I think Roberts is playing deeper in the back line. Bice must be playing more up and just getting more of the ball, and the Roos just can't get it deep in the 50. Linden, rookies that come in have to be men. They have to have enough strength just to get a look at the ball, says Linden. Parker's going well against his old side, says Karen. Linden Balzer went up 28,000 spots in 2 weeks. It ain't over, my friend. No, I know it's not over. I would just like to start making some ground now. I'd like a hat. I'd like to actually have a good rank at the end of the season. And is Bice going to get it here? No. It's going to go out of bounds. Taylor has Saints next week is all I'm saying, says Angus. Oh, but still, he needs to go. He's got a good matchup, but I need to get rid of him. At least I support Hawks, so I'm going to give up on fantasy, says Ben. Spruce Moose, Cherry's hands have gone to shit, can't catch a cold. Yeah, his marking's awful at the moment. Like, he can't mark a ball, which is one thing I thought he was improving. Is that Weeks? No, Florent. Gives it to Campbell. Go to Roberts. No, he hasn't even looked. Goes to Marty. Bells, you should hold Taylor one more week, mate. Go Cherry to Briggs. But I'm not going to be able to do the move I want to make. So, trade in Zorko this week. Didn't think Bice would outscore him, says Tim Hall. And that's what I mean, right? Bice should not be outscoring Zorko. Like, seriously. Might even go prior to Bice, says Andrew. Nate, Captain Saka, week can't get any worse. What happened to Big X there? He went to ground. See what I mean? Like, X is like not getting paid any free kicks at all by these umpires. But if that was Grundy, there'd be a free kick there. Tim Hall gone into Zorko, yeah, and that was my number 1 into number 3, and both went sub 100. What would a 110 bias break even set out next week? Beating the minus, definitely. Piss me off because Mariah won't come close as fact speaker. Agreed, mate. And there's Sheldrick. Goal for Sheldrick. Piss me. Taylor bias next week is the easiest move to make ever, says Anthony. Yeah, agreed. Damn it, why didn't I get bias, says Moonboy. Can you fade bias, says 5? No, you can't. You got to get him in. Why am I such a bad coach, says Moonboy. Oh, mate, you and me both. Why are we bad coaches? I've got no idea. I don't know what we've done. Karen, I tried Taylor bias this week. Only Kiss teams go well, says Ben. Lyndon, I have to take Fraser off field to use bias as E and put Reed on field. Yeah, that's fine, Lyndon. I'd be doing that. Cherry to Marshall last week would have been a masterstroke. Nicky Joe, I thought a trainer 75 was good for D6. Yeah, agreed. Slipping. I don't know what that was, Angus, there. I wish Cherry was out this week, says Andrew. Oh, part of me almost does as well because he wouldn't go down as much. David had bias coming in since his round 2 game, but Mariah's break even a better cash than flip me. Going to follow the top 200 this week. Sorry to hear that, David. Yeah, I was biased as well this week up until that happened, and then I had to get Mariah. So, because I would have gone Campo to Mariah. I would have gone Campo to Bice, and then gone. Sorry, Campo to Marek, and then Taylor to Bice this week. I would have done those trades, but with Mariah going so well, I couldn't not bring him in. There's Tom Powell. Be nice if Bice had a bit of a rest on the bench. That'd be nice. And that's holding the ball against Zerha. I want to go Cherry to Rowan, says Andrew. Had the choice of Zorko and 30k or Bice and 800. There's Bice again. There's the ton for Bice. I'm not going to be able to do my trades next week. Just for once, I'd like to do the trades I'd like to do instead of being stitched up by fucking rookies bloody scoring over 100. This is just shit. Why do I play fantasy football? I don't enjoy it. I really don't enjoy it. And Sheasel now starting to get busy again. Get Bias off and just leave him off, please. Seriously. I'm road train Powell after this round. I chose him over Sligo 2 weeks ago, says Shannon. Alan Harrop had Dawson as vice today. No decent captains left this round. Do I bring a Boxall on and put him C over him? Never played before, so I don't know how it works. Have you got, I'm assuming you got like a Zach Reed there, Alan. You just put the captaincy on Zach Reed because he's got the bye and you'll get the double score. If someone's on bye, you can put them as the captain and get the captain loophole. Blake Barrett, I got Bison Mariah locked this weekend, but can change to Marek instead of Mariah. Oh no, I'd keep Mariah still. Chad Warner subbed out apparently, says Jimster. Interesting. Bias top scoring for Francis Fallen Wrath. Oh mate, he's not going to be that far off. And it's not helping that North are playing like absolute dog shit as well tonight. That Bice has got so much space to get all these points. Don't discount Rice. That boy has substance, trust me. Oh, he's a good player. I think he'll go well. Parker from the pocket. Out of bounds. I've never been so disinterested in watching games than this year. I just can't take the fantasy bullshit. Jack, mate, you and me both. I'm sick of it. I really am. Bias break even nice. Please be subbed off and eat rice. You mice bro. Roll the dice. Bias has lice. Don't sook, mate, says. Oh, no, Lyndon, trust me. When it's been a day like I've had today with the Crows and then all the fantasy bullshit, it's very, very hard to be upbeat. It's just... Since when did Bice become prime Sam Doherty? Exactly, Jack. I know. That's what I mean. Exactly. It's just, I don't understand. Is he top scoring for the game? Or is Sheasel above him still? 104 for Bice. How much, I wonder how much he goes up if he goes 120. Like, that's the... Let me have a look. I'm going to have a quick look. So if Bias goes 120... So if Bias goes 120, he goes up 99k, break even of minus 38. So he's obviously, you got to bring him in, but I'm missing out on nearly 100k cash gen. Well, really, I'm just missing out whatever the difference is between him and Marek. But Marek ain't making 90k this week unless he goes 120 as well. Hope it's not a free kick against North. Is that... Oh my God, that's a shit call as well. Constanti got pushed in the back as he kicked it, and Blakey somehow gets the free kick for insufficient intent. Like, what are the rules now? Like, I don't understand what the rules are now. Like, clearly Constanti got pushed as he kicked it. How is he meant to do anything? And the thing that's making matters worse, Lyndon, as well, about not sooking as well. Cherry's doing absolute shit and losing a lot of cash. And, like, English was the play. Okay, you missed on the big score from round one, but English was the play. He was 100k cheaper, and he's not gone that much worse than him. Just... The cherry pick has just gone about as bad as it could have gone. There's Wixie at least. I need Wixie to keep bloody scoring points. I need him to rack up like 20 or 30 points so I can actually do these trades. Go to Roberts. Please go to Roberts, Lloydie. He's gone to Wix at least. Wix, go to Roberts. Wixie, go to Roberts. Wixie, look to your left. Go to Roberts. He's short. He's right there. Please don't go to Bice. Please just... He's done well already. Owners would be absolutely ecstatic from this. I just need Bice not to go anymore so I can afford him next week. The way it's bloody going, I'm not going to make much money from bloody Taylor down to Bice. And Lloyd. No, Stevens Mark's online. Need to take a loan to get him, says Fallen Wrath. 104 with 40 minutes left. This could be bad, says Jack. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm worried about. He hasn't been on the bench so far, so I'm hoping he gets a bench stint at some point and he doesn't end up with much more than what he's on. But I'm bloody worried that he's going to end up on like a 125, 130. Can we play two of Bice, Trainer, Reed and Pryor, says Angus. Yeah, says Andrew. Sorry. Yes, definitely you can. Yep, definitely. No, Bice needs to score a 135 to be 400k. Oh, Angus, I don't want to be thinking about him being over 400k. If he goes over 400k, I wouldn't be able to afford my trades. Simple as that. I would need... Oh, actually, no, I would be like right on the brink. But I don't want to be on the brink. I want to be not even worrying about what I can afford and what I can't. Robert's kicking coming up. Trading in Zorko over Bice has cost me 950k and 80 plus points because I made Zorko captain, would have made Dawson captain. What the hell? Oh, mate. I know, just fantasies is a shit game sometimes. Sweet was the play, says Andrew. Yeah, Sweet's been okay. Yeah, probably. Yep. What role is Bice playing? Just walking around at work listening to the Watchalong so don't have eyes on the game. Also, if she's off halfback again, he'll quickly become a must-have. So she's been playing all over the shop, not just halfback. He hasn't really played that much halfback. He's just racked up. Bice is playing like just this juicy halfback role, like rolling around, getting these plus sixes. He's just playing a great role, one that we need. Like we need it all in our teams. He'll be the number one trade-in player next week. If he was already won the top couple this week. Cheers for telling me to loot Cherry and Briggs in draft bales. Oh, mate, all good. Glad it worked, but obviously I want wanting to do well. There's Bice. Like, Bice is he's so good. He's such a good player. He looks fantastic. But I wish he looked this fantastic when I owned him. And there he is again. +6 again. Oh, no, that's Hanley. Thank God. There's Wixie. At least Wixie's actually doing okay this quarter. But, like, where's Cherry? Like, why is Cherry falling off a cliff this year? Like, he went well against English, but that was only because of 50 hitouts. I told you both and the ball boys about Bison Rice. Y'all don't listen. I have Cherry. It's only round 5. Oh, Lyndon is only round 4, mate. It's bloody feels like it's been 20 rounds already. I feel for you, Bar, says Campbell Baldwin. Thanks, mate. I feel for myself as well. But Nank pick over English's Plummo. There's Big X. Got a clearance at least. There's Bice. Yep, kick for Bice. Yep. He's so good, but I'd rather not be saying he's so good and not have him. Roberts to Bice after this performance, says Shannon. Hope everyone got Bice this week, says Bradley Smith. Nice. Bice is hurting Roberts' score, though. Yeah, well, Brad, I don't know if you just tuned in or you're just saying it because you know I don't have him, but no, I do not have Bice this week. I got Marek instead because I was really keen on Marek. Caleb Daniel got a handball there. Big X, there he is, Mark, finally. Need more of that. He goes to Sheezer, which isn't great. Go back to Big X. Get Big X on the +6s. Bice just coughed up a 50, says Tristan. But yeah, but there's no minus points or anything for that. Fraser or Farrell loop out. I'd keep... look, go! Switch to Big X! Big X is free! He's getting another +6! The Big X! Well, it's a +5. We've got a handball, but still. Keep going, Big X. Rack that ball up. Oh, Caleb Daniel not quite marked there. Caleb Daniel dacking Grundy. Not a great kick to Cleary, right in his head. I'd be keeping Farrell on field, Ian, and I'd be putting Freyr on the bench out of those two. Cherry and Roberts out for Bison Briggs. Jack, Cherry had 90 v Gorn expected since that knock last week in the first quarter. He hasn't looked 100% at all. No, he hasn't, unfortunately. Roberts intercept mark. Well, I don't know if it was called play on, but he got a handball. Oh, no, they're switching. Please don't switch. Bice is over there. No, please don't switch. Just give me something. Thank you, Rampy. For once, I actually love someone that didn't switch the ball. There's Caleb Daniel with a kick. Trying to go in board. Power +5. Sheasel kick. I don't know if Big X just went to the bench. So we've got 7 minutes to go. Oh, Leonard, 5 rounds in the real season, not fantasy. Okay, yeah, sorry. I'll keep forgetting about opening round. That better be a free kick to Darling. Otherwise, that's just been intercepted by Bice. My God. The torture just will not stop. He has not been on the bench once this quarter. Bice, mate, take a break. Go to the bench. You've scored enough points. Owners are ecstatic from what you've scored. Is that Wicks? Or is it Florent? No, it's Florent. And see, like, they're not even kicking to Roberts now. Like, how was Bice not in this team round 1? I don't know. I really don't. Go to Roberts. Go to Roberts, Florent. Oh, you idiot. He's gone to Bice as well. Fuck. Oh, my God. I'm going to lose my shit. And he's got it back again. I'm going to break this computer in a second. I'm going to absolutely lose it. He's on 125. He's the leading scorer for the game. This is bullshit. I did 120, like, I didn't think he'd go over 120. Fucking hell. He's on the bench. Thank God. Stay there, please. Not only has this cost me money, but it's cost me big points. Because Marrick's not going 120 tomorrow. No chance. So I've lost points and I'm losing a shit ton of cash. This is nightmarish, this. And meanwhile, Cherry's on only 78. Like, Bice has taken all of the ball that Matt Roberts has got. So it's affected Matt Roberts. Cherry's doing shit. Bice has gone nuts. And everyone's got Caleb Daniel. And Caleb Daniel's done nothing in this second half. All I'm going to say is I'm going to reiterate with you guys next week, but thank God there's no watch-alongs next week. Take a week off for gather round, and hopefully my bloody players actually all just go well. Jordan Lane, I thought I got kissed by being able to field later 95, but yet Bice comes out with this. Yeah, exactly, mate. I'd Lawler. I thought, yeah, great, good rookie score, but I've just missed a 120 from a rookie that a lot of people have got. Maurice doesn't score big. I'm going to end it all, says Casa Riches. Zorko over Bice has cost me $1 million with the price changes, plus 100 points because I would have captained Dawson. Lyndon Burbick, it's not. Look at the man's eyes. Reverse Marrick then. Lyndon, I'm not reversing Marrick because I was keen on Marrick already, and who would I be going to? I couldn't go to anyone, so Marrick's in. I took Bice off field for trainer 74, and that's cost 51 points. That should not cost 51 points. I've ordered the Collingwood jersey, says that Bulldog guy won. Forget about Cherry, says Lyndon. I can't forget about Cherry, though, because he's dropping so much cash. So much cash. I think he's only just gone half above his break, and Shees has gone 125 as well. So don't have any of the guys that have gone well this game. Hexant, Bice already back on field. See what I mean? Why the hell has he had a 1 minute bench stint at this point of the game? And he'll rack up. He'll go 140. He'll go 140, and I won't be able to get Taranto and do my trades. It'll be I'm screwed. I'm screwed now. This has just absolutely screwed up my plans. So, see what I mean? Like, I make plans and they just go out the bin. Cherry's not even back on either. So Cherry's on the bench still. So clearly he's being managed through. Marriott 140 tomorrow, says Fact Speaker. Oh, mate, I hope so. I really hope so. Here we go. Where's Bice? He'll be near here. Intercept by marked by McCartan. Where's Bice? Here we go. Yeah, here he is. Yep, he's going around. They're going to kick to him. Oh my God, they didn't actually kick it to him when they should have. And they turned it over to Zerha. If we got over 100, we got well over 110 watching. So if people want to cheer me up, please smash a game. Please smash a game. Please smash a like on the video. We got 64. We've got a streak of 100 plus likes on the stream. So if 36 of you are watching right now that haven't done it yet, click the like. Takes 2 seconds. Really helps out the channel. So it would be very much appreciated. Just click a like so we can get 100. That would cheer me up at least. Junkin Batline for Bice last few minutes, says Brad. I hope not, mate. Owners would be ecstatic with the 120. Don't worry about Taranto. Get Rooks on field, says Andrew. That's a great kick from Larky. Andrew, that's why I got Zorko, was always fixing bench. Ben, I thought last week was a horror movie. This week's worse. X been on the bench for the last 6 minutes. Yeah, he's resting now. They've clearly seen that they're down by a lot and they don't want to push him too far. So, 78. Back-to-back sub-80 scores from Cherry. And he's going to be like, he'll be near $1 million and he'll be just like losing, bleeding cash. Like, it's worse than Gawn now. He's worse than Gawn. Because Gawn at least has put up an 80 odd and a 95. Like, Cherry's gone back-to-back sub-80s. I'll smash my TV, smash my phone. Now I'll smash a like. Thanks, Jack. Appreciate it, mate. Yep, Darling's still in the ruck. They've rested Cherry. He'll be done for the night. And again, if I'd gone Ashcroft and Lindsay, started with him and didn't bloody not start with him, I may have been able to make a call and just do the Cherry out trade just to be ahead of the pack. Roberts intercept mark. He didn't play on. That should be 50. So I think Roberts is lining up for goal here. Yeah, well, there's something. Campbell, when I'm going Roberts to buy, so I have to. Lyndon, thanks for another super chat, mate. Appreciate it, mate. Up to 78 likes now, 22 away. So if you haven't liked it yet, please smash a like. That'd be very much appreciated. 22. I need 22 of you to smash a like, and we've continued the streak. So please, if you could do that, that'd be fantastic. Would you trade Cherry next week? Says Rory Laird. There's Matt Roberts' goal. I'd be tempted. This is back-to-back sub-80 scores. We can't be affording that from a guy that's priced where he is. Want to escape the matrix. I do, mate. I do. So Roberts isn't even over. Roberts on 78 with that goal. Like, it's not like even he's done too great. Couldn't trade X at this stage, but even if I could, I wouldn't know where to go. Paulie, 29, SDK to Bison, Fraser up this week. Yeah, I like it, mate. I like that, mate. I'd do those trades, lock them in. Nijo Caruso, Fraser to Bison, Sanders to Brayshaw. Yep, I like that as well. Yep. Of course, North had to just get the clearance. Like, it'd be nice if... Okay, good. Thank you. Line up for goal. Okay, so it looks like we might be stopping at 125. Looks like Torture may have finally finished, but who knows? If Lucky misses it and they get some +6s, he might actually go, okay, how is Perryman my best places, Ben? Quick tip, get me in the back line in a few weeks, says Rory Laird. Oh, mate, obviously you got subbed that tactically today, mate, so you get cheap and I'll bring him in. I'll bring him in at some point. Goal for Larky. Couldn't trade X at this stage, but even if I could, I wouldn't know where to go to, says Dave. That's a good point, actually. It's not like there's a ruck. Like, obviously, Briggsy's a good option, but quick tip. Oh, yeah, so Brad Smith, Bales, hard luck on the Bice performance, but we all appreciate the effort you put into fantasy. Great content, best in the business, mate. Thank you, mate. And then Free Friend said agreed with Brad. Thank you, boys. Appreciate it. At least it shows that there's light at the end of the tunnel for me. But yeah, it's tough. I would love nothing more than to be doing these watch-alongs and the players I've got and your players going well. But it just at the moment, it's just not working. It's one step forward, 2 steps back at the moment. Just okay, go Robottom, get it forward. Okay, Sheldrick, yeah, kick to someone, mark it. No, of course, McLean overcooks it. Florent, good market. Line up for goal, please. Line up for goal. Let that be it. Let that be the pain over. Yep, that'll be over. Pain's over. Everyone has Roberts. It doesn't matter, says Lyndon. Yeah, no, it doesn't matter with Roberts. It's just he'll be out of my best 18 at the moment. So time for Rice to go 126, says TGB Hammer. Oh, mate, if he does and then Merritt goes 100, I'll be fine. But just makes it tricky that I might not be able to afford these trades now. Got Bice on field tonight. At least one thing has gone right over the last 2 rounds, says Ravel. Good to hear, mate. Good to hear. Finn O'Sullivan, Tobias is locked in for me after lockout, says Hexen. Thing is, wouldn't mind bias 120 if Zorko went 120 like he was supposed to. That's the thing. Yep, agreed, mate. Agreed. Got so many players that need to go with only two trades a week, says P extra-sized. Yep, it's tough. Aham 77. Look, not to brag, but tonight actually wasn't too bad. Bias, Power, Daniels, and Roberts. Okay, Daniels, sorry. Oh, tonight was a shit show. Absolute shit show. So what do we got? What are the final scores? So Sheasel, Bias, 125 each. 15 marks for Bias. They just chipped it round and he got involved. Lloyd, 114. Parker, 113. LDU got 99. Power, 92. Daniel, 88. That's shit from Caleb Daniel. I don't know, 88. You sit on face of it, it's fine. 88, whatever. But when he was on 68 at halftime and he had a 20-point second half, that's just shit. I know everyone's got him, doesn't matter, but still. When you're on 68 at halftime, you expect a 110 at least. Simpkin, 85. McKercher, 79. Cherry, 78. He still had 18 touches, but only 3 tackles again. Where I thought he had a safe floor of 6 or 7 tackles. Just not there. Really isn't. Roberts, 78 as well. Trainer nearly outscored both Roberts and Cherry. Heaney, 76. Cleary, 68. That's good. Could be an option. One I'd be looking at next week, but I've got to get Bice now, so... Hanley, 65. That's good if anyone's got him. Wick's got 51, so at least he makes some cash. He'll be over 460 at least, so... He might be 470, which would be good for maybe affording my trades. Corey Warner got to 42 in the end. It's not awful considering where he was, but still not great. Chad Warner obviously subbed out on 41. He's going to drop a lot. Whitlock, 36. And then Darling ended up on 13, so he wasn't in the negative still. So, oh boy. Boy. Wales, it's a Watchalong curse. I swear there's a curse at the moment, Ben. I agree. Okay, we've got over 100 watching. We need 13 more likes. So if you haven't liked it yet, please smash a like on the video so we can get over 100 and keep the streak alive. Where was I up to? Glad I have Shees on Bice's Footy Frenzy. Lyndon, 1 step forward, 2 steps back is called life, my friend. Mate, I don't know if any words have ever been spoken truer because it seems like that's the case. It really does. I'm at 32k low and also Captain Zorko season over. Brad Smith, Cherry has to be carrying that leg niggle. He looked fine tonight. Just hasn't got that same hunger that he had in the preseason, even last year. Just is gone. Doesn't have the tackle pressure. Oh, and of course, they're talking to Bice. He looks like he'd be a lad as well. And I'll have him next week, right? But it's just tricky when I don't have him this week and I had to watch a 126, 125 on my head. I started trainer over Bice the emergency, says LM7. Yeah, that play should have paid off. I was talking to Jack. Cleary's definitely an option, says Leonard. Yeah, agreed. See Bells, cheers for the stream. Thanks for the frenzy. Appreciate it, mate. Alrighty, let's see if I can do some of this maths on the projector, right? Let's see how far away I may be away from these trades and if I've got any wiggle room at all. So, if I want Tim Taranto, right? So, Taranto scored a 102 today. Did he? Was it 102 or 103? So, 4 more likes as well. Got over 100 watching still. 4 more likes, please, if people could do that. And then we can get 100 and continue the streak. That'd be fantastic. So, Taranto, what did he end up getting? I think it was 102. Or was it 103? 102. Right, so 102. So, you got 102. Goes down 12k, 896k. Break into 102. So, 896. I want to keep that in my head. So, there you go. So, no, Wicks. I'm going Wicks to him. So, Sam Wicks. He went Would he go tonight? Where did Wixie go tonight? Went 50 odd, didn't he? 51. Yep. So 51. So he will go up 8K, 464. So Taranto was 896. Wix was 464. So I need roughly 400. Is that right? Hang on. So Wix is 896. Take 464. It's saying 432K. Is that right? Yeah, 432K. So I've got 225K in the bank. So I need 207K from going Taylor down to Bice. Bice will be roughly, he go up 104K. He'll be roughly 384K. And Sam Taylor is 627. So 627 take 384. 243. Add 225. 468. So 468. Hang on, 468 now. Hang on. Oh, I forgot what I needed. Hang on. 468. So currently I'm 36K in the bank. So I may be able to still do the trades as long as Selby's projector's he's adding it up correctly. But again, just missing a 120 and that cash gen is not what I want when I'm trying to catch up cash gen. Happy that I got Cleary. The only guy I could get says Campbell. Yeah, he was good tonight. Yep. So glad went double downgrade, set things up for 2 upgrades next week, says Brad Smith. Yep. Why do you want Taranto? Ashcroft way better option, says Jack. It's more that he's got a good run coming up. I think he'd go well. I could still get Will Ashcroft, right? I could get one of the two, but I think Taranto could be someone I'm keen on. David Dyker, if it makes anyone feel better, didn't trust myself with VC and C, got phone with TDK, went from Holmes VC to TDK VC and moved the C from Dawson to Holmes. I think my VC and C scores will be dropped. Well, yeah, the Holmes one won't be because he's your captain, so your captain's always locked in. But yeah, that sucks, mate. Looks like he'd be a lad, says Lyndon. Agreed. Yep, perfect description. Exactly, yeah, and he does. It's just I don't have him. Dropped from 7K to 15K now. Yeah, I don't even know where I would have dropped. I don't have Bice, obviously, so yeah, I'm down at 19K again because a lot of people would have a 120. I'll tell you what, please tell me Holmes he doesn't have Bice in his team. Yep, Holmes he's got Bice. Yep. So I'm probably going to lose my matchup in the Content Kraz Cup, which is fantastic. Couldn't even win the matchup. So he went Bice this week. So what did he do? So he's got the 2 defender rookies as well. So he would have gone someone down. Who would Holmesy have gone down? So Holmesy went to Coning down to Bice. There you go. What side are you using? Says LM7. I was using Moreira's Magic for the pricing and stuff like that. But do you want a spreadsheet I use? Oh, no, it's all good, Jordan. I've got the Moreira's Magic stuff. And I'm not good with spreadsheets anyway. What's the site called to predict price changes? I was using Moreira's Magic, but that's obviously you pay to use that. Or you use DFS Australia. You can use that as well. I reckon Taranto's going to be crap anyway. Better picks out there in my opinion, says Plummo. Campbell, when you going Tim or Doc? At the moment, I'll be going Taranto over Doherty, I think. What about an Eston midfielder, says TGB Hammer? Probably not. No, I'm staying away from Eston, I think, at the moment. Kalen 5, could you go Fraser to Bice and get some cash? Not much now, lol. You could. I can't because I got bloody... I got Sam Taylor, but you could do it. Stanley switch me from Bice into Zorko captain, says DT. Yeah, sorry, mate. Fantasy's been pretty shit to start the year for a lot of us. Vince, how do you access that site? Just go to DFS Australia on Google and you can go there. DFS Australia is free. Yes. Yep. That's free. Alrighty. Well, I'm hungry. I'll call the watch on there. It's about 3 hours. We got the 100 likes. So appreciate that. We're still, the streak's still alive. So appreciate everyone that smashed a like. Again, apologies. It wasn't a great watch long. It would be nice to have an upbeat watch along and have some good things go our way. But again, unfortunately, not to be. So, yeah, what am I on? I'm on 13.27 from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 from 13. So 13.27 from 13. It's pretty disappointing after what was looking like a good start. But, yeah, with Cherry and Roberts and guys like that not turning up for me, it's not great. But if I were to take away my 4 lowest scores, which would be Trainers 74, Rankin 69, Cherry 78, and Robert 78. So 13.27, take 78, take 78, take 74, and then take, who was the next one? 69. So I'm on, is that 10? So 10.28 from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So from 9. So 10.28 from 9. It's a good score. So who have we got? We got Nasai, Fraser, Rosie, Horn, Francis, O'Driscoll, Marias, McRae, Marek, and Davidson tomorrow. So a couple of guys that could go lower than that. But I guess we'll see tomorrow. So thanks, Bal. See you next time, says Brad. Thanks, mate. Bison Lawler outscored both my trade-ins in Rankin and Langford, says Caitlin Fife. Oh, fantasy. Bloody hell. John Lane, if you do want it, it's not for price predictions. It's for working out trades. Automatically works out if you have the cash to make the moves. Appreciate John. But yeah, I've got the Marismatic thing. But all good, because I'm not good with spreadsheets anyway. But yeah, no, it's good obviously using the spreadsheet, though. I wish I could know how to use spreadsheets properly. But yeah. Cheers to the stream, mate. Chin up. Bloody long season, says Plumbo. Yeah, mate. Long season, but could be a long, long season the way it's going. But hopefully we can look up, hopefully. But yeah. Anyway, we've still got a lot of watching, which I appreciate everyone tuning in. But appreciate everyone as always. We'll be back tomorrow night for our round review. There'll be a rant for the Crows, I'm sure, at the start. Is Buzz an option next week? Not for me, Zane. I'd wait a few weeks before looking at him. Yeah, so tomorrow night will be live, 8 p.m. Eastern after the last game, 5 p.m. per... no, not 5 p.m. per time, because Daylight Savings finishes tonight. So it'll be 6 p.m. per time now, so an hour later than normal. Yeah, so we'll recap the round. Yeah, hopefully we keep pushing through. Matt Man 13, thanks for stream, Bales. Thanks, mate. See you, Bales. Thanks, Zane. Appreciate everyone. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you do. Yeah, make sure you smash like if you haven't already. And we're back tomorrow for our round review. So thanks, everyone. Catch you guys tomorrow night for the round review. Have a good night, and we'll chat to you soon. Thanks, guys. See ya.